worth it.
Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for coming on and watching Cooper's Thai Adventure with me, Cooper, and my trusty sidekick, Mr. Brooke Schneider. Thank you, Brooke, for coming on, buddy. I'm in a great mood. Why am I in a great mood? Because I'm leaving on a jet plane in 2 more days.
Don't give up your day job.
Yeah, I can't sing worth a shit. I know that. And really, really looking forward to going on this cruise, spend a little bit of time with my sister Julie and my brother Alan, my brother-in-law Alan, who was married to my sister Donna that passed away. I never met him in person. This is going to be the very first time.
Yeah.
And they were together for almost 20 years.
Oh, wow.
So shows you how long it's been. So I'm really excited about spending time with both of them on the cruise. So before we start the live stream today, I have a shout out to give. And it was given on the last live stream, but I didn't see it until after we ended the live stream. So my apologies to you, Mr. Scotty Richmond, who bought us 3 coffees and says, can you please suggest what properties may be available for those arriving now through the end of April, temporarily before they can get a deal for low season? Thanks again for another great live stream. And this was in relation to last Wednesday's live stream. Well, I can't really, Scotty. And the reason is a lot of the availabilities are gone. A lot of the landlords will only do 1-year leases now, unfortunately. The only way you're going to get a short-term lease is if you go to the building itself that you're interested in, and in the lobby, they'll have some there available for short-term. They'll have flyers up on a bulletin board sort of thing for minimum 1 month or more. Because several of the big agents you and I spoke to said we're not entertaining them for less than a year now.
True.
So unfortunately, Scotty, I wish I could be giving you good news. I can't, because I don't want to recommend something to you and you say, hey, Cooper, you told me, and you get let down. Because I feel that from what I'm hearing, the feedback from our subscribers that are here now that we met at the last meet and greet, they're telling us that they went to several agents and they all told them the same thing: minimum 1-year rental, minimum rent, 1-year rental. You want something shorter, go to stay in a condo hotel or a hotel, but they're not touching anything under a year. Unfortunately, nothing we can do about that. That's out of our hands. That's down to them.
Yeah, I would still tell anyone. And Scotty, if you're thinking of coming, definitely, just rent that hotel for 3 days, 2 days, 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Get boots on the ground, start knocking on doors. You'll find stuff.
Yeah.
there's that Chinese lady I see walking around here a lot. Apparently, she handles 50 units. Now, some of them probably would be short term. And I think I've got a line number for a girl that handles 2 units, whether they're rented or not. But yeah, Coop's right. Most of them, the ones, now these were bigger outfits. They wanted 12 months. They didn't even want to bother with a 1 month rental. So, but you right place, the right time. There's still ones available. I'm sure you'll pay more. That's the thing. A normal 15,000 a month on a year would could be 25 now.
Yeah.
For that.
Exactly. The other thing I wanted to say was I went to Fraser's today for lunch and met up with Gary. And because even though we'll not be here at the fourth Tuesday of the month, the meet and greet will still go ahead as planned. So Brooke and the crew will all be there. Tony Montana and the guys. And you'll have a great time. So the meet and greet is still the fourth Tuesday of this month on the 25th. Darlene and I won't be there. We'll be on the cruise, but everybody else will be. So go along. Brooke will be there in his Coopersthaiadventure t-shirt. Go over, say hello to him, and he'll introduce you to all the subscribers that are there.
He said he's the 25th.
He's going to step up and take over Cooper's function. So let me know how that goes.
We'll be doing a great job. We'll keep things running.
So the meet and greet will still go ahead as planned. I spoke to Gary and reserved the tables. So you guys are good to go.
That's March 25th. It's Tuesday at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
At Fraser's on
Topriya Road.
Topriya Road, yeah. I call it Second Road. Cooper doesn't like that.
No, because it's after the traffic lights. It changes into Topriya Road.
Okay.
And the other thing is, while I was at Fraser's today, I ran into a subscriber for the very first time. And he asked me a question. On a past live stream, you had mentioned that one of our subscribers likes going over to Koh Larn, stays at a hotel over there. He gets a breakfast included and a scooter for the day while he's there at the hotel. And he said, Cooper, could you please tell me the name of the hotel? I said, no, I never stayed there, but Brooke has. Brooke's got a friend that has, and I will get in touch with Brooke. I'll ask him before the live stream, and then I will put that out on the live stream for you tonight. I'll find out just for you. And I've got it here. It's called Kampu Resort Koh Larn, and it's I'll just put it up there for the screen. So if you want to pause the screen, if that's something that you want to do, stay at that hotel. One of our subscribers goes there and he pays 1,500 baht. That is low season price.
Yeah.
I must say there, folks, it's gone up a little bit because it's high season, but during the low season, that's the price.
Yeah. Now, there's more than one place. Kampu, Kampu, space resort space Koh Larn on booking.com. That's, you could check into it. But there's several over there. So you're not limited. If you're right on the beach in the best beach part, you'll pay a little more. If you're off the beaten track, you're going to pay a little less. And there's competition. Now, Coop's absolutely right. Like Chris just got back, Brownie was telling me, and he paid more because it's high season. Makes sense. So they're gonna charge you more in high season, guys. Obviously in low season, businesses drop dramatically, so you're gonna get wicked deals. But yeah, just whatever it is, try it the first time. You'll probably want to do more than one visit if you're staying here retirement. So you'll make your decisions after the first time where you want to be next time, and check out some further deals. But
yeah. Okay, let's get on with today's show, and then we'll get into today's topic. Say a few hellos.
Vincent, hey guys, I have a connecting flight from the U.S. to Bangkok via Tokyo. Did you have to go through a second security check during your layover to Bangkok?
Most people do, yes. For example, Darlene and I flew out of Dubai and we flew out of Qatar. Both times when we change planes in the airport, they take you from the arrivals terminal to the departure, and you have to go through another scan check. You don't have to leave the terminals, get your suitcase, and then go back in through check-in if it's the same airline.
Okay.
You know, so for example, Darlene and I flew Qatar Airways over this end to Thailand, and then we flown Emirates. Both times we had to go that procedure, what I just said, but we didn't have to leave the airport, get our suitcases because we're staying with the same airlines.
Yeah, so security check. Yeah, I would think every time you want to board something, you're going to get scanned.
Yeah.
But as far as customs or question and answers, you don't do that twice, I'm sure.
No. You just go through the scanner again, and they got the signs there, you know.
You're not leaving the airport. So
transfer. You follow the transfer signs. So you could transfer onto another flight.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Tony Montana, good evening, Cooper, Darlene, Brooke, and Jackie. Hope all the gang is well. We are in the land of smiles.
And we are. How you doing, Tony?
Everybody does smile here. J.E. Washington, good morning, CBD from Cunningham, Tennessee. We will be boots on the ground, working on our tans soon. Hello, Thailand retirement. There's a happy camper coming up.
Looking forward to seeing you, meet you in flesh, J.E. You've been following the channel for quite some time. And you and I have something in common. We both like our motorbikes. Yeah. So we're going to have to get you out here and get you on a bike and come out with the gang. We like our bike trips.
And if you're here for the March 28th,
come to the meet and greet.
Yeah, it's 28th, wasn't it? Or was it
25th?
25th, sorry. Yeah. 25th. Come to the Fraser's for the meet and greet. J. Washington, Brooke, can you speak about your T-Mobile plan a bit? Yeah, I have the Magenta plan through T-Mobile. Runs me tax included $44 a month, but I get data with it and unlimited calls anywhere in the planet, and it works. It's worked in Korea, Philippines, here, so it's a good plan. It's more of a safety feature for me. You know, it's not the cheapest at $44 because I mean, some months I wouldn't use it, but most months I do make a call back home or got to call my bank. Or now the big benefit for me, they can do that second factor.
Two-factor identification.
Two-factor ID.
With the text message.
Oh, yeah. And I've used that a whack. So that's always the number everyone's got if they got to get a hold of me. And I keep the phone right beside me when I'm, you know, doing my work or whatever to get it. So, yeah, that works slick.
That's why I use the Magic app, because I can do the same on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not all banks will accept Magic app.
No.
It all depends. You know, I went straight to the bank manager and said, you know, look, I'm changing my US number. I'm using an app. It's called Magic app. And they said, well, you know, what's the number? And I told them it was still California code 512. And they said, okay, we can accept it. So fantastic. And I gave them the number and they added it on the computer system and changed it there and then for me at the branch. Handy.
I did that Magic app as well. And I also did Google Voice, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And, but when I called my bank, I was getting ready to leave. And I said, you know, do you take like a Magic app number, Google Voice number? They recommended not.
They recommended not.
Yeah, exactly.
I've
so
heard that
I
one,
said, okay, well, I got a US number I'm taking with me, you know, emergency. Oh, yeah, that'll be fine. So it's North American number. It's a area code they recognized. And apparently somehow they can tell if it's a Magic app or a Google Voice, not a real. That's what he was telling me. So
I don't know. I got it accepted. No
that's
problem.
Canada for you. Terry Fallon, good morning, evening, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene. We've got a real scorcher here in Bancroft, Ontario, with a high of -2 centigrade.
Wow, Terry.
He is correct. Usually it's -20, 30, or 40 up that way.
Really?
So he's got -2. He's a happy camper.
Yeah.
Rodney, good morning, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke from Lawrenceville, Georgia.
And good morning, Rodney. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Greg Smith, good evening, everyone. Just chilling and watching a movie with my Goyle.
Enjoy the movie, Greg.
Is Greg here now, or is he still in the West?
Not sure, Greg. Are you over in Thailand now? I get confused with how many people say, I'm here now, Coop, in the email.
Willem Vanderbeek, hello, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene, and everyone on the live stream. Greetings from a sunny 18 degrees at The Hague.
Wow, Holland is 18 degrees. Wow, that's nice for Holland.
Yeah, that's okay.
And early.
Know that.
And early. Normally they don't get this weather until May.
Oh, okay.
So they got what they call an Indian summer over there, a late bit. And thank you, William. Much appreciated, buddy. And thank you for being a channel member and having the badge next to your name. $2 a month. It supports the channel. Thank you very much.
Alfa Romeo, March 7th, 2025, a historic day in the USA. strategic Bitcoin reserve announced
It
through
was.
executive order. Good morning, everyone. Had my coffee in hand, waiting and ready for another fantastic show.
And thank you, Romeo. And we will be going into full details exactly what that executive order was and what was actually inside it. A lot of the news media didn't report
On
what was
Monday.
actually inside it. So we got the full details, and we're going to be reporting them on our live stream on Monday.
Oh, Monday. Okay. Yeah. Good to see you, Alpha. Poor dog. Good evening, Mr. Coop, Mr. Schneider, and all in the chat from a chilly West Virginia. Have a good time on your trip and hit that like so Darlene can smile.
And thank you, Mr. Ford. Much appreciated.
David Lowe. There's David. Hi, Coop and Brooke. I hear clicking the like button makes someone smile. That would be Darlene.
Yeah.
Thanks for the great videos and live streams and great info on the Facebook group as well.
You're very welcome, and thank you for the good feedback.
He's probably
David.
missing
Much
his
appreciated.
Route 66
And the
brekkies.
videos will be out on Thursday.
Thursday.
With the very first
Wow.
video being about the care home.
Okay.
A lot of people have been asking, please, Cooper, we want to know what happens when we get old. You know, is it affordable out there? What's the facilities like? What's the care like? Do they have nurses on site? Do they have a doctor on call? All this information, we got it. It's done. It's edited. And it's already uploaded to YouTube, ready for you guys to view Thursday, 6 p.m. Thai time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So set your
worthwhile
alarm,
looking at.
set your reminder if you haven't done it. And when you're on our channel and you're watching our videos, if you don't get notifications telling you when our new videos come out, hit the bell icon and select all. And that way, anytime we release a new video, it pops up on your screen straight away.
Wowzer. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Heath McDaniel, good evening from Southeast Tennessee.
And good evening to you too, Heath.
Willie Gilligan, hey Coop, what months are the busy high season there?
November till the end of April
is high season.
Is high season. Once you hit May, that's it. The tourists are pretty much gone.
Yeah.
You'll still have a handful of tourists left because everybody gets vacations at different time of the year. You know, not everybody gets the month of August off or the month of April off or whatever. So sometimes you have to do it on a share, you know, first one in gets it, you know, and so forth. So we do have dribs and drabs of tourists throughout low season, but nowhere near the numbers compared to high season.
It's like someone turned off the tap.
Yeah.
You know, that's the pools are kind of empty.
Yeah.
The restaurants are quieter. The malls are quieter.
Plenty of seating available.
Yeah. You don't have to fight the traffic as
huge
much.
difference,
And
yeah.
you'll notice the difference. White Lime, Emirates, I had to go through a second scan and then another check at the gate where they swab you and make you take your shoes off to swab them. A bit overkill, in my opinion. That happened in the Philippines to me.
Yeah, this happened to me in several countries. It wasn't just Dubai. We had the same experience flying out of England. Had to take our shoes off, our belt off, everything, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's a string belt. There's no metal in it. No, Scott, you have to take it off. It's a belt. Well, why? There's no metal in it. I can walk through the scanner. No, sir, you have to go back and take it off. It's a belt.
Yeah.
Okay.
That happened to me once, and that was in the Philippines, White Lime. And I mean, they did their check going through the scan and everything, shoes off and all this, swabbing. And then you get down, you know, you walk to your gate and there's nobody. We're early. Okay. Well, then they set up for the, you know, the gate and they do it again. And they want to check your luggage or your hand carry on now. You know, like, what the heck is this? I've already been,
Yeah, so
You
2
just
more
do it.
hellos and then we'll get on to today's topic.
Benny, I will be there April 18th. Looking forward to catching up.
And good, Benny. Be glad to see you. We will be back from the cruise on the 1st of April.
Good.
So we will be here.
Ernest Jones, good morning, Cooper, Darlene, and Brooke from Oklahoma City. Thanks for all you do.
And thank you, Ernest, and thank you for being a channel member. Now let's get into the live stream and the topic. What am I doing wrong? So I gave you guys an update about 2 weeks ago that my mom passed. Well, I spoke to my brother yesterday, and they finally cremated her and got a copy of the death certificate.
Oh, good.
So finally got the death certificate. Thank God. You can't do anything without the death certificate. So I get that. He emails it over to me. I print it out and I put it as a PDF on my desktop. So I go on to American Airlines website to cancel my mom's flight. She's supposed to be flying out on Wednesday from the US to meet us at the cruise ship in Brazil. I already canceled it with them by phone the day after she died. And they said to me, we can't give you a refund until you have a copy of the death certificate. I said, okay, well, that takes a couple weeks. No problem, sir. We have it in our system. I said, right, what do I do when I get a copy of the death certificate? They said to me, what you do is you go on to AmericanAirlines.com, AA.com website, and you go into the contact us section. And under the contact us section, you can put why, and it gives you a reason, like you want to cancel the flight, and because of unforeseen circumstances, and we're able to give you a refund, and you can upload your document there. I said, okay. And he said to me 2 weeks ago, he says, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel it for you now on the system, and I'm going to give you a credit. It'll show up on your account. I said, okay, fine, I'll get a credit. And he says, once you get the death certificate, do what I told you, you'll be good to go. So we got the death certificate. Darlene and I went on to American Airlines website. We found the contact us section. Is there anywhere to upload anything? No. There's no way to cancel the flight because it asks you to put the name of the person and the flight number. So I put my mom's name in and the flight number, and it says, cannot issue refund, credit given. So I get on to American Airlines. I call them on the phone, and they're like, oh, yeah, we've given you a credit. I said, I don't want a credit. They said, well, you can use it anytime between now and August on any American Airlines flight. I said, I'm not going to America. I don't live in America. I am retired in Thailand. I have no intention of going to America. Yeah, I have. So the chances of me using this are absolutely slim and none. Well, it was a business class ticket, and it cost me $6,000 from my mom. My mom is was blind in one eye and almost blind in the other, and her legs were really bad. She needed a walker and a wheelchair and all this. So I got her the best available seating on the plane. Hence why I paid that kind of money. And anyways, they said to me, well, you can give it to a family member. I said, a family member? I'm going to give one of my family $6,000 to use on a flight anywhere they want. I said, hell no. I said, I ain't giving that to anybody in my family. I said, I want a refund. I paid for this. My mom's passed away. I canceled it within enough time, according to your rules and regulations that are there. You have to cancel it within 72 hours before the flight, and submit the reason for the canceling if it's less than 30 days. And they said exceptions, death. And it's written in their terms and conditions. Arguing with me on the phone. So they say, okay, you can email our head office. I'll give you the details to email them. Maybe they'll give you a refund. I don't know, sir. That's American Airlines for you.
So that's where it stands?
That's where it stands as of right now.
Okay.
Okay. The airline company, the cruise company, NCL, gave me a phone number for a wheelchair access on the cruise ship. My mom would need a wheelchair. So I contacted the wheelchair company, and they cost me $400 for a wheelchair for 2 weeks on the cruise ship, by the way. And again, I canceled it with them. Could I get a refund? No. I said, I've got a copy of the death certificate, everything. Sorry, no refund, sir.
Oh, wow.
I said, where's the wheelchair? Is it on the cruise ship right now? No, sir. It'd be going on the day that you board. Happened to my picture? I don't know. Oh, okay, I'm back. And they said you only have 1 year, you use the credit. Now, I contacted Emirates because my mom was supposed to be flying from Portugal to Thailand and spending a month or so with us here in Thailand. So I contacted Emirates, did what they said online, canceled it, all that, put the reason why, refund like this. Within 24 hours, it was back on my card. I used my Thai credit card. It was straight back on my Thai credit card within 24 hours. Difference between American companies and companies that are outside. Yeah, we had to get a refund with Thai Airways. Again, 24 hours, money back in my account. Super, super fantastic.
Wow. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. So what did I do wrong?
Wow.
What would you have done? Barring jumping on a flight and going to their head office and saying, give me back my damn money.
You should have started crying on the phone.
I can't do a Darlene. My wife, she can cry in a heartbeat.
Just keep asking for the supervisor.
Yeah. She watches a thing on Netflix called K-drama. It's Korean drama. Every time she watches it, tears coming down the eyes.
It's all in Korean.
I said, it's a TV show.
Yeah, it's all in Korean.
But it's so sad. So, my topic today is, what are we doing wrong? We need to get the hell out the West, get over here where people actually appreciate your custom and bend over backwards to make the customer happy. The customer happy in America doesn't exist anymore, folks. I've been stymied by two companies now, the wheelchair company and American Airlines.
Yeah, both based in the West.
Both based,
wow.
One based in Florida, the other one based in Texas.
Yeah, there you go.
And both of them said, nope, no refund.
I go to the gym every day and they are so happy to see you. You know what I mean? Like, they're smiling, bowing, and they have a little side shop that does like protein shakes, you know, if you want one. I've never ever bought one there. You know? And that lady's always bowing, smiling, happy to see me. And I've never even dealt there, you know. It just shows you the difference in the West. You wouldn't even get a second look. No. You know, and definitely not the smiles like you do here. So different type of attitude, I think. And, but as far as, what are they doing wrong? Like, come to Thailand. You know, I think staying in the West is the problem.
Yeah,
you know,
that is the problem.
Not for everybody.
Give you a prime example, Brooke. Today, Darlene and I went to Festival Mall. We went to the DJI shop. We bought a DJI Action 5 camera for our YouTube. We did have the Action 3. We now got the Action 5 Pro. And I went out and made some videos with it. And what was happening was, while I was filming, the screen would time out. And I couldn't see what I was filming. Pain in the ass for a YouTuber. You need to see it and point the camera in the right direction. And I watched YouTube video after YouTube video trying to figure it out. And I went in the settings. I changed all the settings. Still couldn't get it to work. So when you and I went to the mall the other day, I went in the DJI shop and said, look, I got this problem. I bought the camera from you. Do you know how to fix it? And they said, oh, yes, sir. Not a problem. Then I'll bring your camera in. So we did. We went back there today, brought the camera in. The guy was working on it for 30 minutes, found out that it was a software update needed. Okay. So when you get it out of the box, you're supposed to update it. We didn't. We forgot. Hence why it didn't work. He did the software update. They gave us drinks. They sat us down. We were relaxed. No charge. Thank you, sir, for your. It is, the internet's down.
Must be spotty. Well, we're back
now. See, no, it's not. Might be back. Hello, if you guys can hear us, sorry for that. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Anyways, that is customer service in Thailand. They couldn't have been more happy for us than what they were, because that's their way here. In the West, you'll get shafted. Over here, they look after you.
Yep.
And I've noticed that once you get out the matrix, it's a big open world out here that people don't expect. And I get emails periodically, Brooke. People say to me, Coop, I really want to come to Thailand. I want to retire out there. I'm of retirement age, but my family's sweating me. They're giving me a really hard time about retiring in Thailand. They say, oh, you're not going to make it out there. Oh, you're going to have nothing but problems out there. You need to stay here and support your family and everything else.
Tell them you're going on vacation for 2 weeks or a month.
Yeah. And yeah, exactly. Just don't go back.
Well,
But I
or
hear
go
that
back
a
and
lot.
say, hey, I found it over there. I love it. Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
fine.
I hear that a lot in the emails. Coop, I really want to come. What would you suggest I do? And I tell them the same thing. Tell them it's your life. Live their life. Let you live yours. You make your decisions. Nobody else makes your decisions for you. Only you can make your own decisions. Do what you think is best for you. If you think the best thing for you is to retire out in Thailand or somewhere else in Asia, do it. Don't let your family pressurize you. And then you having a miserable life back in the West, struggling to meet ends meet. Your take home pay won't even take you home. Your pension pay won't even take you home, and you're struggling from paycheck to paycheck. When you can come out here and survive on what a quarter of what it would cost you out in the West. And I feel for those people. I was one. My family sweated me to hell when I told them I was retiring to Asia. No, you're coming back to America. No, I'm not.
Well,
America's got nothing for me anymore.
They were losing the goose that lays
priced
the
me out of
golden
the
eggs.
economy.
Oh, yeah.
The taxes, the rents, the homeowners fees, the insurances. My car insurance was going up. The gas prices were going up. The housing taxes were going up. Everything was going up except for my pension, my disability. That was staying in line, with what it always been. And I'm like, I can't afford to stay here anymore. I've got to get out. And I made that move. So if you guys are watching this and you're thinking to yourself, Coop, I really want to get out there, but my family's sweating them. Tell your family, this is my life. This is my choice.
Yeah, but it might not only be money. I mean, wasn't a money thing with me. It was more, I was looking for that last love, and wasn't finding it at all in the West. I looked in Canada, I looked in the States. Nobody wanted me.
Yeah.
But I remember my buddy said, oh, you got to go to Asia. And glad I did. So there's many reasons people will come.
Exactly.
And many reasons they should come.
Yes. They should make their own choices for themselves. Don't let anybody influence them. Stand up for what you want. Stand up for your rights. Americans were the biggest complainers on the planet. So stand up for your rights. Complain and say, hey, no, this is my choice. I want to make the move. I want to get out this hellhole. This ain't for me anymore. I've got only a few years left. I'm at retirement age right now. I've only got a few years left. I'd like to enjoy it. I'd like to spend my life next to the beach, where I'm priced out and I can't afford to be anywhere near the beach in the West.
True.
Because of the rising prices. You want to be on the beach in California, you better have more than several $1 million in your bank account, because you're going to need it. It's prime real estate.
Yep. Next, please. Stu Lovell just got back from Pattaya to Oz. 4 implant posts back in 3 months. Oh, there you go.
Well done, Stu.
Yeah.
Yes. And that video that we're making on it will be coming out in April.
A lot of Aussies here, and they all say the same thing. My God, things are getting expensive in Australia. Everything's getting expensive.
Yeah. It is. Implants are very expensive in the West. You're talking anywhere from $60,000 to $90,000 and above, depending on what sort of implants you want.
Heath McDaniel just paid my single phone line with unlimited data and call text was $135. Wow. Now, that's for a month, I would think.
Yes, a month. Now, Heath, what we pay over here, I've got the unlimited data plan, $30 a month.
$30 a month.
Unlimited calls, unlimited internet. The only thing I have to pay for is text messages. You don't get them unlimited. But I never text.
It's over.
I never ever use the text.
Yeah, you don't need
If
that.
I want to send a message, I'll do it via WhatsApp, via Line, Facebook Messenger, or something like that. I never actually send a text. I receive text from the bank, for the 2-factor identification, but I never actually send a text.
I get 20 gig of data a month and more if I need it, and 100 minutes. Never use the minutes at all for $12.
There you go.
So
Big
there you go.
difference.
Yeah,
135 compared to
10%.
30 for unlimited
Yeah,
here.
and listen, the 5G service is second to none here,
It is.
and the Wi-Fi is wicked fast.
Yeah.
El Romeo at Vincent. Typically, yes, secondary security through Narita Airport in Japan, but not immigration. Right. If you stay in the transfer area, that's right. Have a safe flight. So.
And Romeo knows he's been through that airport a few times.
He's got more air miles than Carter has pills.
And I got another shout out to give. Ernie bought 3 coffees and says, Cooper, Darlene, and Brooke, thanks for all your hard work and great information. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Ernie. God bless you, brother. And another shout out goes to Roger Lay, who bought us 3 coffees. Says, good morning from Phoenix, Arizona. We'll be there mid-April to mid-May. Looking forward to a meetup while there. Yes, please come to a meetup, Roger. We have it on the 4th Tuesday of every month at Fraser Sports Bar, 6 p.m.
Yep.
And thank you, Roger, for the coffees. Much appreciated, brother.
Thank you, Roger the Dodger.
And if you guys are wondering how they're doing it, it's that. We'll get my finger right. There we go. It's backwards on the screen here. Right there, that QR code up there. You scan it with your cell phone, and you're able to buy us a coffee.
Oh, that's good to know. Tony Montana, I'm doing okay and enjoying the land of smiles. If anyone needs any help here in Jumpian, come to the next meet and greet and reach out to me. Glad to help.
And Tony is a good help.
Yeah, he is.
He likes helping the newbies when they come out here, show them around, you know.
Tony knows where the deals are.
He does. He's been here for a while now.
Yeah. Been all over. Yep.
So
good.
Thank you, Tony, for helping the newbies.
Good resource.
Much appreciated.
Kind-hearted, too.
Alchemist, our neighbor.
Moved here 10 months ago from America. It looks like it was just in time.
Yeah. Oh, everything's falling apart right now. Yeah.
Same in Canada. My God, Canada is just... Hello, Darlene, Coop, and Brooke. Can anyone tell me about Wahin? I'm trying to figure out the negatives. The only one I think I can find is that they're actually worse when it comes to driving. Oh, I don't know about that. But...
well, there's actually less traffic in Wahin than there is here in Patty. I can tell you that much. One of the negatives, one of our subscribers that just moved over there, but John Bain, he's normally on the channel on the live streams. No go-go bars. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. That's for you to decide. The other thing is it's a lot slower way of life than what Jomtien and Pattaya is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's fairly big size. Like there's lots of restaurants there.
There was lots of restaurants,
a couple
cafes,
of smaller malls.
2 small malls. Yeah.
Nice beaches, apparently.
Yeah. The beach was okay.
Depends what you're looking for.
It was small, and when you high tide, you lose the beach.
Oh, okay.
But there is a beach further down, a couple kilometers down the road. Once you go past Big Buddha, they call it. They're the Buddha temple that we didn't get a chance to see. But so they say is very nice.
I would say check it out for book a hotel for a week and see.
Spend a week there, spend a week here, and see which one you like the best.
Like better. Julie Perkins, hi from Bang Saray. Have a great holiday, Cooper and Darlene, Julie and Adrian.
And thank you, Julie and Adrian. Much appreciated. And Julie, looking forward to you coming with us on holiday in December. She wants to come with Linda and join us on the cruise ship to Australia.
Wow, sir. Interesting.
And then several people want to join us on the cruise ship in May doing an Asia cruise.
Yeah, that might be in the cards.
You're thinking about coming as well, aren't you?
I'll see. Yeah, maybe Jackie and I would do that. We'll see.
Yeah, so I think it's picking up.
See how Bitcoin's doing.
I think it's going to be a lot further up. We'll talk about that more on Monday.
Daniel Hall, Danny Vega. I have a U.S. phone I'm keeping with me, smart, and a new one also. Yeah, most people do have 2 phones here. Hello, all. Great morning, afternoon, and evening.
And thank you, Daniel. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it, keeping a U.S. phone. You can get on the Magenta plan, and they do give discounts if you're senior citizen, ex-military, and several other things. So inquire with them what their discount policy is. Yeah. Who can avail the discount.
I think it was $10 cheaper, but I've had it 3 years. So maybe every year and a half, 2 years, it goes up $5, but hey, just pay it. Philip Hunt, good evening, CBD. Cyclone here and rain and jumped in. Cheers from Australia.
Yeah, I heard about that. You got that cyclone there hit this weekend. Stay safe there, Philip. And Daniel, both of you, thank you for being channel members and having the badge next to your name. Much appreciated.
Yeah, my granddaughter's.
And Ernest, thank
stuck
you for
down
being
there.
a channel member too.
Ernie Jones, Coop, I feel the same as you when it comes to cruise day. I have 2-week cruise through the Panama Canal in 3 weeks. Wow.
Lucky you, buddy. Lucky you. So as I'm coming off the cruise, you'll be going on it.
Americans are just buying that canal back, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we'll change the subject. That one.
BlackRock bought it. Did you not
BlackRock
know?
bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Bitcoin.
No, they didn't use Bitcoin.
But no. Panama Canal. That's supposed to be a beautiful cruise. I'd love to do that. South American cruise. Yeah.
Julie Perkins again. Hit that like button. Make Darlene smile, folks.
Yes, please. If you're watching on the live stream, 111 people online, hit the thumbs up. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny.
Yeah. Alchemist, love the low season. Yeah.
And those that are out here, they notice the difference now between low and high.
Yep.
For example, Alchemist been here 10 months. Dennis L been here 6 months. And he was saying to me the other day when I saw him, he was like, "Coop, when's low season coming again?" Man, it was so peaceful. It's so nice.
Well, this will be our third Songkran.
This will be our third Songkran here now.
In
Yeah.
a row.
Next month.
Phil T, good evening all. I had to pick up my bags and recheck in when I flew from Thai to Bangkok and then a domestic flight within Thai. They won't transfer your bags automatically from international flights to domestic.
No,
Okay.
unless you're with the same airline.
Okay.
Now, say, for example, Phil, if you were flying Thai Airways and you flew into Thailand and you were going on a domestic flight
With Thai Airways.
They transfer you back
automatically.
if it's the same airline. If you're arriving with Thai Airline, or say you're arriving with Delta from America, and then you're switching on to Thai Airline, no, you got to go through passport control, get your suitcase, then go into the domestic check-in and do it all again. Yeah.
That's what it is. Willem Vanderbeek, back to normal temperatures for the time of year, coming Tuesday, 8 degrees. Oh, well, that's not
laughing
so
out
bad.
loud.
Still possible temperatures of sub-zero this time of year, though.
Yeah, it's
depends where you are.
Depends where you are. And Willem, I think he's
Holland.
Was it Holland?
Yeah, Denmark.
Yeah, Holland.
Not Denmark.
Yeah, because the normal temperature is about 8 degrees, and I think he said it was 18 earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, so nice boost of weather there.
JJ, good evening, CBD and subscribers.
And thank you, JJ. Good evening to you too.
Stu Lovell, I'd rather that than the older bad juju. Swab me all you want. Security.
Yeah. I get what you're saying there, Stu.
Eric Lowe, hi guys. Joining in live chat with my family from Castello de Bellagio now. Castello de Bellagio.
From Castello di Bellagio.
Is that Italy or is it Vegas?
I'm thinking it's somewhere down South America.
Maybe.
I'm thinking that's maybe could be Brazil down that end of the woods, somewhere down there.
Oh, possibly.
Let us know, Eric.
Toby Price, flying in and out of the U.S. or Israel, you're going to receive additional security checks.
Oh, yeah, that is true. You do receive additional security checks, and they are very strict.
Jen Adventures, hello from Tekensha, Thailand.
And hello, Jen. Thank you for coming on and joining us. And Blakester Drums is now our newest channel member and gets the badge next to his name for only $2. Thank you, Blakester. Much appreciated.
Blakester again. Brooke, I have T-Mobile and Magenta as well. When you say you can call anywhere in the world, I would assume you have to pay roaming charges, correct?
No. You don't pay any road. That is your roaming charges, the $40 you're paying a month.
Yeah, typically I'm dialing 1-800 numbers. You know, if I'm on internet, I'm calling, even if I call Australia or Canada, I'll use, and I'm calling family on internet. So there's no charge on that. I have got the odd charge, but it's like 25 cents, or 50 cents or whatever. Maybe that's for a text message I'm sending out.
Yeah.
Receiving is free, but if I'm sending the odd one out, I think that's what it is. It's not really roaming then, is it?
But if you're calling home, back to your home country, then there is no charge.
Yeah, no,
it's incorporated in that $40 a month that you pay.
Yeah. My bills, the most I've ever paid in a month, other than the normal bill, is like $1 or $2 more. And I don't even know why that is. I don't check that closely, but again, I use it when I want and it works fine. So I'm just more concerned about things working. as far as roaming, I understand how roaming works, and I don't. I shut roaming off. I think when I'm, traveling, I just use internet, and it works fine. So you either Messenger you're calling, FaceTime you're using. So yeah, WhatsApp's another one you can use pretty well anywhere. Alfa Romeo, 2 weeks after Songkran, Thai New Year, known as the largest water fight in the world. Yep, the tourists almost completely disappear. Correct. Great time to visit, but it's a scorcher most days. It's getting a little hotter.
It is. It is hot for April and May, and then the rain comes. And that's why we call it rainy season. And the rainy season, when it rains, it lasts generally for 30 minutes, maybe an hour if you're unlucky, and the humidity drops immensely. And you thank God it's rained. You really do. Because then it's bearable outside. And 30 minutes after it's rained, the streets are dry. You never know it rained.
Oh, yeah.
It's fantastic time to
No,
go
that's
out.
true. And the good news with it heating up now, and it is getting warmer, but the pools are excellent now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in quite a few times this week, and it was just great.
Yeah, we had some unusual late rain. Just yesterday, we had a bit of rain, and then today we had a bit of drizzle driving back from Pattaya.
Yeah, no, I wasn't in today, but prior to that, I was.
Yeah.
The conversation you had with American Airlines is the conversation I have with every dang company these days.
Yeah.
It's like the military. Hurry up and wait. And then I say, please excuse my language.
Yeah. Boy, I was holding back. I was ready to cuss the person out. But again, it wasn't their fault. They're only limited what they're able to do. And I tried the old routine. Can I speak to a supervisor? Oh, supervisor's not here. Can I speak to the manager? Oh, manager and is at a meeting. I'll hold. Well, the meeting's not over till 4 p.m.
Oh, shit.
And so you'll be holding for the next 5 hours. Because it's 11 at night there, 11 at night here, 11 sort of 9 a.m. there, calling Texas, 14-hour time difference, And I'm like, I give up. I sent an email, and I got the automatic response from American Airlines. We received your email. This is an automatic response. We'll reply to your email within 28 days. Ooh. Well, the flight's been and gone by then.
Yeah.
And my sister's on that flight. And I told her, I spoke to Julie today. I said, Julie, Mom was in 3A, seat 3A. I said, when you board the plane, check and see if anybody's sitting in 3A, because business class boards before economy. So if you're business class, you get priority boarding.
Yeah.
So you got to walk through business class to get to economy. I said, just check and see if you see anybody sitting in 3A, so I know that the seat wasn't empty, and therefore they're not giving me guarantee you they resold that flight.
JJ, hey Coop, have your credit card company deal with it. That's an idea.
That's an idea. I don't know how they'll deal with refunds though.
Oh, I think if there's an issue, you'll have a better chance with the credit card company. Give a reason. Hey, cancel. Their policy's just what it is. I have their documentation. Here it is, and let them deal with it.
And let them go after American Airlines.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I never thought of that till now. You paid by credit card?
I did.
Well, then you got a good chance to get that back. That's
actually, which one was it? I used this card, which was MasterCard.
Good.
Yeah, MasterCard.
Hey, that's another avenue, I would say, and I think you might be pleasantly surprised.
I'll contact them on Monday. Thank you for the feedback there, and
thanks,
advice, JJ. Much appreciated.
Willem Vanderbeek, once upon a time, a customer was king. Forget about it. It's the West, at least.
In the West, at least. Yeah, we used to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when I was in high school, I took a summer job working at Kmart as a forklift driver in the warehouse. And, you have to go through an orientation with them. And they told me, the customer is always right. Even when they're wrong, the customer is always right. Always be polite and courteous to the customer. The customer is always right. And I worked at Jack in the Box for one summer during high school because I was saving up to buy my first motorbike, and I did. So my dad said to me, for every $1 you save, I'll match it $1. I was like, great. And then I said, Dad, I'm ready to buy my bike. He says, how much you got saved? I said, 1,500. And he almost passed out. He said, I got to give you 1,500. I said, yeah.
Whoa.
I said, because the bike I want is 3,000. So, anyways, Jack in the Box hamburger restaurant was exactly the same. Customer's always right. I wonder what they teach them nowadays. Just get the customer out the store. I don't know. I don't know what they do for customer service now back in the States.
I had a similar experience with American Airlines on my flight over there. I called and the same thing. We can't do anything. You have to send an email. Wow. Horrible company to work with. Would just give miles. Well, there you go. Now you won't be booking with them again.
Well, they gave me a voucher. Okay, with the reference number. But they said I have till August of this year to use it.
Oh, good luck.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, we're talking 3 months.
April, May, June, July, you're 5 months. Yeah.
Yeah. I got to use it within 5 months.
Scam.
If not, I lose it. It's not a credit for life.
Yeah.
It's a credit for 5 months.
Yeah. Look at it. Well, definitely go through the credit card company. You'll get your money.
Yeah.
El Romeo, I switched many years ago. Happy flying ever since the switch. The status levels are excellent. Benefits are great. I don't know what he switched to.
Yeah, let us know which one you switched to, Alpha.
David Lowe, it's frustrating when you're expecting customer service or hospitality and you get the runaround. Things that make you say, do better. I miss Pattaya.
I love it. I love it over here.
Yeah,
I'm 100% on board with David there. The customer service you get out here is second to none. It's like America was in the 70s. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you ever had a bad customer service experience here in Thailand?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Where? With what?
Well,
here comes the joke.
No. It's true. And I was a little bit put off, but it all got resolved.
Okay.
So the bike I bought.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
the screw for the mirror.
The screw for the mirror fell out the day after I'm driving that bike. First time I've been out.
So it wasn't in there tight enough, basically.
I don't even think it was in there. I don't think they prepped it right.
Maybe it was in the bottom of the box.
Well, they didn't prep it right, in my opinion. So,
but when you went to the main dealer,
I went to where I bought it.
Yeah,
they didn't do shit.
Well, because they didn't have any spare screws.
Probably not.
So you had to go to the main dealer to get one.
Yeah, but the other thing was, I said, okay, where do I go? I'm polite, you know.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't have a screw here to put in?
Oh,
so you know, and well, where do I go? Oh, you got to go to the main dealer. You know, oh, okay. Can you call them to let them know I'm on my way? You know, GPX. Yep. Got in there. That guy never called. Didn't do shit. And that's where I bought the bike. So, long story short, I won't be buying anything else from them guys. Now, GPX, when I'm over there, initially they that's not part of the, they were trying to give me this type of thing, right? And now it was a girl at the desk, so maybe that's why. But I started to get a little bit hot, slowly raising my voice. Well, this is ridiculous. I bought the bike yesterday. That wasn't even prepped right. It wasn't in there. I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And anyway, so she could tell that. Okay, we'll take it around the back. Anyway, so I took it around the back, and half an hour later, it's all fixed up, no charge.
Yeah.
But with the proviso. Now that's all it. Unless there's something under warranty, we don't expect to see you back here again.
Yeah.
Now, having said that, I've been back twice for service. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So I got, maybe it was just a bad day or that girl, or
that's why it's good to deal with the dealer.
Yeah.
Directly.
And the funny thing is that girl, I haven't seen her there again.
Yeah.
So maybe she was, who knows, fairly new.
Temporary staff.
Yep. I thought the problem was kind of bad before with customer service or just getting through to companies. Ever since the election, it has gotten so much worse. Extreme capitalistic corporate USA.
I don't know what's happened with customer service anymore.
People just aren't happy. Okay?
Yeah, they're not happy.
If they were happy, you'd be getting looked after, but they're not happy in the West.
Yeah.
You come here, people are happy.
Yeah. People are very happy here in Thailand.
To answer your question, that's the only time in over 2 years I've ever had any issue, let's say. Everything other time, they're happy as heck to help you. You go to AIS, they're happy as heck to help you. You go to, even with the rentals here, they're happy to do whatever, and I call sometimes the internet's out. Oh, we'll have a guy right up to check Yeah, like good luck trying to get that in the West.
Oh yeah, we'll send somebody next week.
Yeah, exactly. If at all. So
Yeah.
yeah, but no,
And give you a prime example. I bought a big screen TV for my living room. And it's 77-inch LG
nothing but the best for
smart
Cooper.
smart screen TV, gaming TV. I like my PlayStation and my Xbox,
Yep.
so I got a gaming TV. And the box was absolutely huge. It came in. It wouldn't fit in the elevator. They couldn't get it in for love or money. It was
Wow.
way too
Yeah,
big.
I can see that.
Yeah. So I mean, the TV's right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had to carry it up 8 flights of stairs from the basement. And they
That's
did.
right, they would.
2 guys carried it out the delivery truck all the way up, took it out the box, set the TV up, programmed it, changed the language from Thai so it was in English and I can go into the
Wow.
menus and all that. Absolutely fantastic customer service.
Yep.
I gave those guys a hell of a tip each.
Good for you.
I gave them 1,000 baht tip each. I was so
Ooh,
impressed.
Mr. Large.
$30 each, because I really do appreciate when I get good customer service.
Yeah,
And when somebody goes above and beyond, I really appreciate
No,
it.
that
They
makes
stood
sense.
here for an hour and programmed that TV and did
Yep.
everything and
Worth
set it
every
up
penny.
all right. You know, took all the trash with them. They didn't leave the box in my, small condominium. They took all the trash with them and couldn't have been happier. Not once did they complain, even when they knew they had to walk up 8 flights of stairs. Didn't complain. Okay, sir, no problem. Fantastic.
True. Yep.
Fantastic customer service here.
Alchemist, family is overrated. They want you to suffer with them.
They do.
Yeah.
They want you to stay there. They don't want you to go to Thailand and enjoy the good life. They want you to be miserable like they are.
Well,
That's the problem in the
there's
West.
a lot of truth to that. People that are giving you that type of opinion in your family
Are
more,
jealous.
Well, they're more concerned.
It's a lot
about,
to do with jealousy.
They're more concerned about themselves than
Yeah.
you. So you need to look after your well-being, and everyone's different. And
because they may not be in the same financial situation. They may have, half a dozen kids, and therefore they can't go, and you can, because you never had kids, or your kids are all grown up and don't need you anymore, to take care of them. They can take care of themselves. They got their own jobs. They got their own lives. They got their own families. And maybe your sister or brother can't do that, because they had kids late on in life, and they're jealous. So they complain. They don't want you to go. They want you to stay.
I was I used to think I had a great life in the West. I didn't come here for the money. It was to find that last love. Luckily I did. But when I realized, hey, I kind of like it here, and you start doing a budget, you realize all the things you don't need in the West. I didn't need those 2 cars after all. I didn't need those 2 houses, 1 condo, 1 place in Florida. And boy, talk about less irons in the fire. No headaches, no worries. And I was spending thousands and thousands a month in the West, and I'm spending hundreds and hundreds here in the East.
Big, huge difference.
Oh, what a difference.
Yeah.
And most of the problems people have in the West, Coop, or in life, is money related.
Yeah.
Most of the issues that arise and people not being happy is money related. So here you're definitely living on a lot less budget for a good quality life.
Yeah, need my reading glasses. My eyes are going on me. Okay, next.
All right, Eric Lowe lived in Hua Hin for a year. Driving around town is okay compared to Bangkok and Pattaya.
Yeah, it's a lot less quiet over that side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Peter Campo, hello. My wife and I are coming to Pattaya around September and October. Nice time of year.
Yeah, you'll like it then because it's the end of rainy season, September. And that's when we have the fantastic weather. It's like 80 degrees out, and the humidity's down like 20%.
Listen, the weather, that's, in my opinion, it's played up. Weather is ideal here year round. Sometimes a little warmer, sometimes a little cooler. Oh, hey, you get used to it, right? It's just ideal.
Yeah, you're
It's absolutely ideal year round.
Yeah, you and your wife will love it, Peter. How long are you guys coming for? Let us know in the comments.
There ain't no snow. Toby Price, economy class in Emirates compared to U.S. or European airlines. There is no comparison, and Emirates customer service is second to none. I got to try that Emirates.
They are. I flew from Afghanistan to Thailand for some R&R. And anyways, I changed planes in Bangkok. And anyways, I got to Udon Thani. Sorry, I got to Bangkok to change planes to pick up my suitcase, and it wasn't there. Didn't come off the conveyor belt. For some reason, my suitcase ended up on another plane going to a different country.
Wow.
But they had an Emirates staff member waiting for me at the conveyor belt to tell me.
Oh, nice.
And they said, "Sir, we're really sorry. Where are you staying?" I said, "Well, I'm going to be in Udon Thani. You know, it's 6 hours from here, you know, or an hour and a half flight." And they said, "Not a problem. Give us your address. We're going to deliver it to you in 2 days."
Wow, that's great.
And they did. They brought it to my front door.
No kidding.
They apologized and then gave me 100,000 air miles on top of it.
Just wow.
That was a business class ticket.
Yeah.
From London to Bangkok and back for free.
I gotta love that.
That was equivalent of 100,000 air miles.
Yeah,
that
sure.
sort of distance, 12 hours.
I got that.
You know, each way. I couldn't believe it.
No, that's great.
And they gave me a $200 voucher because I didn't have my suitcase for 2 days to buy some spare clothes.
Oh,
couldn't believe it.
Yeah, no, it's
I was like, wow. At the time, that was worth 10,000 baht.
Well, there you go.
Because the dollar was a lot higher. It was 70 baht to the dollar back then.
Booking that American
you know, so that was
Airlines
10,000 baht. You know, they gave me as a voucher. It was in an envelope. I opened it up. There was 10,000 baht in there, and 100,000 air miles.
Okay.
Talk about customer service.
Great.
Can't be beat.
No,
can't be beat.
Alchemist, America is circling the drain.
American Airlines, yeah.
Okay.
One of the worst.
Yeah.
One of the worst. My mom didn't want to go with them. She wanted to fly with Delta because she's had nothing but bad experience with American Airlines.
Well, there you
I
go.
never traveled with American Airlines. You know, traveled with Pan Am and Delta, you know, but never with American Airlines. Pan Am, that's years ago. Yeah. But no, this was my first time experience with American. And I can tell you, there won't be a second.
Nope.
There will never be a second after this.
Alchemist, hellhole indeed. R at Eric Lowe. Thanks, bro. Are there any negatives? He's talking about Wahin.
Wahin, yeah.
Okay. W Secrets to Success. Hello, gentlemen. Women in the West don't know you had Bitcoin. Correctamundo.
No, they can't see your wallet.
That's not something you bring up at the first coffee at, you know. Tony Montana. Hey, Brooke, you and I will have a great meet and greet, and I'm looking forward to catching up. True.
There you go. You and Tony Montana will be there.
Tony Montana. Say
greeting
hello to
all the subscribers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Tony.
Make sure you wear your Hello Tuber shirt, Tony. So
yeah, that'd be good. Has he got one?
He's got one.
Oh,
yeah.
well, definitely you got to wear it. Yeah. Alchemist, Bitcoin will get you 10 women here. Probably get you a little more than that.
And it wouldn't get you one woman in Las Vegas. So there you go.
Well, it would, but you wouldn't like them. Eric Lowe, some parts are a bit dim at night, talking about Wahin, and watch out for cows and horses crossing the roads.
It is country.
Yeah,
it is country.
A little more in the country. Yep.
Country on the coast, I call it.
Yeah. W Secrets to Success. Hello, gentlemen. Brooke, women in the West didn't know you. Well, yeah, they
didn't know you had Bitcoin.
That's
why you didn't get a woman over there.
And when they start asking if you have Bitcoin, be careful. Yeah. Okay. Jeff Sturm, May is hot.
May is hot here.
Yeah, that's okay.
You're talking 100 degrees.
You get acclimated.
About 80% humidity.
Well, yeah, and you're not typically no one's standing in the sun. You know, you're either in the shade under an umbrella, you know, or an aircon.
And then you pick your times of the day to go out. You go out early morning, late afternoon.
Absolutely.
During the hottest part of the day, you're in home having a nap.
Exactly. Now you're catching on, Junior.
Yeah, that's what you do. Hottest part of the day, go home in the aircon, have a nap.
David Lowe, I'm on so many dating apps. Oh, David, you poor guy. And still the only one I'm chatting with real people and beautiful women is my Thai friendly. Back home, USA, groceries are extremely expensive now. Well, see, now that David's been here and he's seen the prices.
He's seen the writing on the wall.
Oh, yeah. Holy geez, things are expensive back home.
Yeah,
you know.
You couldn't believe how cheap it is here.
Even his breakfast at Route 66 would be probably a third the price of back in the West. So we'll wait to see you back, Davey. Donald WD. Hello all, Mr. Coop. Please head out to the airport, and so do it in person at the ticket counter.
When I'm in the airport, I don't think the ticket counter staff with American Airlines in Bangkok Airport are going to help. They'll just redirect me and give me an email to contact.
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with MasterCard.
Yeah,
I think
I'm going to contact MasterCard Monday morning.
Yeah, as soon as they're open, and I think you'll be quite happy with what happens.
Yeah.
What's Duke doing these days? Duke, what's he doing?
Yeah.
Well, hit negatives. I'd be your neighbor. Jeffster, 2 SIM cards works on modern phones like iPhone 11. Okay.
Yeah. And going back to Duke, you know the thought I had? You know that comedy show with the comedian that used to be on TV where he talked to his neighbor over the fence and you never saw the guy, you only heard his voice and his eyes through the little peephole on the fence. I can't remember the name of the show, but that's what came in my head. Duke be the neighbor over the fence.
Okay. Peter Campo, good morning. Waiting to come in September. Is Bond Immigration Solution a good company?
I've never heard of them.
No.
I couldn't honestly tell you. Peter, we recommend Sing on here. Very, very good.
Thai
he's the best
Visa
one.
Pattaya, I think, is the company.
Thai Visa Pattaya.
Yeah. Thai, and Singh is his name, and he's fluent in Thai, fluent in English, and a couple other languages. And he knows the ins and outs of everything. So
yeah, and if you're coming with your wife, he is fantastic, especially if your wife is under retirement age. He's the only one I know that can put them on as a dependent.
Yeah. I would say he's like a specialist. There's a reason he's 5-star rated. And he's not the cheapest, but I'm not looking for the cheapest. It's like, hey, if you're getting a brain surgery done, you want the cheapest guy? You know what I mean? You want a guy that does it right.
No.
So yeah, so guys out there, if you've got a special situation, mine, I wasn't married. I wanted to get her put on. What's the best way to do that, for long term, right?
Yeah.
So he's the guy, he'll get the solutions for you. He'll solve the problem.
Yeah.
Blakester Drums, Brooke, I have the mobile Magenta as well. I assume when you say you can call anywhere in the world, you pay roaming fees, correct? Well,
you can call back home.
I can call anywhere, and I think the most my bill's ever been is $3 or $4 over what the monthly charge. So now,
would you call a mobile number in Australia, for example, here in Thailand?
I can.
Yeah, but you'd be charged for that, wouldn't you?
Well, I use internet.
Yeah.
Everybody's got Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Especially in the West and that. So, and when I call guys, most of the time I'm calling family who they all have Wi-Fi wherever they are, and they're in Australia and the US, some people in the States even. So I'm using the internet for those calls. And when it's not family, it's a company.
Yes.
And they typically have the 1-800 numbers. So I simply obviously use that. The odd time it's not been a 1-800 number, I got to call a regular and I'm put on hold. But, the bill at the end of the month might be $2 more than it normal is. I don't care. I just want to make sure I get get the job done. Yeah. Put it this way, guys. I wouldn't worry a whole lot about a phone, except for the fact you want to have a number for your two-factor. Eric Lowe, Costello is in Pattaya, or rather Sattahip.
Down at Sattahip. Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
The Bellagio I was talking about there.
And welcome to Thailand, Eric.
Alfa Romeo, Coop, when I get family or friends ask me why Thailand, I simply show them the pics and your videos. Yeah, that's true. They notice that huge smile on my face and how happy I am. Weather, food, people, and stress-free. He shows his mother that, and she still says, when are you coming home? When are you coming home?
Yes.
Okay. Alfa Romeo lifestyle. Their response is, how long is the flight to Thailand?
Yeah.
VentureCast. Hey guys, love the show and info. I'm back in the US for my daughter's wedding and to take care of my house. We'll head back next month. Hopefully can get my visa done this time. Take care, everyone.
And you should be able to, Venture. And thank you for being a channel member, having the badge next to your name, and the support of the channel. Much appreciated. Because I'm getting feedback now. All the agents here are now back to normal, except with the tourist bank accounts. That's still on hold.
Yeah.
Everybody that I spoke to recently has said they've had no problem getting their bank account open for the retirement visa.
Most tourists wouldn't need a bank account if they're just on a tourist.
Some people want to get it set up,
Well, sure.
planning on coming out here, retiring later on in the year
Yep.
or the next year, and they want to get the bank account set up so they can get the money transferred, and it's already here by the time they arrive.
Yep.
All this sort of thing, I can understand it. But no, that's still on hold. Don't know when that's going to be rectified, but for right now, it's still on hold.
Ceasing.
Yeah,
That's what I would tell you. If anybody can do it, he's the man. If he can't, then
nobody can.
Yeah. Doug Paris, if you make a call outside the authorized network, USA, Canada, Mexico,
Yeah.
they charge 25 cents a minute. Okay, maybe
Yeah.
that's
what I
know,
was trying to get through.
not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Phil T, I was flying Thai Airlines for the international and domestic flights, and they said they could not transfer my bags. Almost missed the domestic flight.
Wow, really?
Yeah. I like Thai Airlines.
I do. I've flown with them many times.
I've flown Air Asia. I don't think I'll do that again. The seats are too small.
Yeah. But no, I flew Thai Airways. But then I did fly business class. I don't know if it's different for economy.
It is.
That they'll transfer your bags for you.
Oh, well.
I wonder. Because when I was working as a defense contractor in Iraq and Afghanistan, we were going on holidays for a week every 3 months. And at the end of the 12 months, you got a whole month off. So you had 2 months off a year as a defense contractor, which was fantastic. And the flights were always paid by the company.
Okay.
We never paid our flights. The company paid our flights
Right.
in and out of theater, Iraq and Afghanistan. So I raked up so many damn air miles with Emirates and Thai Airways. All I ever did was fly business class. I used the air miles to upgrade. Even though the company was paying for the flights, it always goes on my air miles.
Yeah.
So fantastic.
Good. Yeah, that worked out. Hi from Queens, New York. Great show as always. The one thing I'm not sure about is the porthole graphic on the screen. Mr. Brooke looks gigantic, like his head is about to pop out the window. What?
Really? Let's see. I'll change it to that one. Is that better for you?
No, not that one. Go back to the smaller one.
Go back to that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's nice to see the picture in the background.
Yeah.
Alchemist, American Eggflation Index, $7 a dozen average price for eggs. Thailand cost after conversion, $2.
$2.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah. Big.
And I got it wrong on the eggs. I was saying that it was $16 a dozen in the States. It wasn't. What I saw on X was that it was dollars, and I assumed it was the States, but it's actually Australia.
Okay.
Malcolm confirmed that with me.
Yeah.
That's the price of eggs now in Australia.
Crazy.
$16.
That is crazy.
A dozen. So sorry, folks, I put it out accidentally as America, because when I hear dollar, I'm thinking automatically America. I forget, that you got New Zealand dollar, Hong Kong dollar, you got Australia dollar, Canadian dollar. It should only be $1.
Yeah, that's because,
just like Bitcoin, only one Bitcoin.
Yeah. No, the eggs are up because of the bird flu. So the flocks have to get culled. Even if one bird in the whole barn, they got to do the whole barn.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of crazy that way. So anyways, Blakester Drums, regarding MicroStrategy, when you discuss the dividend, are you referring to Misty? Obviously, yeah. MicroStrategy does not pay a dividend. So anything would be the Misty.
Misty
is the monthly dividend payer related to MicroStrategy. Yeah. I cannot find where MicroStrategy, no, they don't pay a dividend.
Yeah. You can get that with Misty, though. MSTY.
Yeah. Now, just one last thing on that. So I have MicroStrategy, and it's not a dividend, but I sell calls against the stock I hold. It's called a covered call strategy, and that generates a payment. Can do monthly. Sometimes I go out 2-3 months, but yeah. So look into that. Jeff Stir, my Amex gives me refunds all the time on flights. So
I'll check into that.
Yeah, check into that.
I'm definitely going to check in with MasterCard on Monday.
Yep. Tommy Lee, there's that big smile. Good evening, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene.
Good evening to you, Tommy. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Yes, Cooper. Play Super Victim with your bank and make up a Hallmark sob story. Yeah, get good at that. Practice.
I should get Darlene on the phone. She could cry.
Oh, heavens, yeah.
Yeah.
Vincent, hey guys, Alfa Romeo said you have to go to a second security check in Narita. Is this also for same airline, different plane after a layover?
Yeah, because you would normally be changing terminals, or you still got to go through the same security check to go back in, because you'll be coming in on arrivals and then you'll be moving to departures. So you'll be different floors in the terminal or different terminal altogether. So therefore, you have to go through a security check.
Alfa
Yeah.
Romeo, no, too.
Yeah.
I don't fly enough to
Yeah.
comment intelligently. Jeffster, Misty pays dividends every month.
Yeah.
Elcom 6. Hello, CBD. Great seeing y'all. Again, what's going on with the new visa and opening bank accounts? Can a newbie still get these?
Yes, if you're applying for a long-term visa,
Okay.
you can still get a Thai bank account. So if you're applying for an education visa, you're applying for a retirement visa, it's got to be a year visa or more. So the DTV, you would qualify because it's a 5-year visa.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's Duke doing these days? Credit cards may have travel insurance and may cover otherwise. Ask them to do a chargeback. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what I'll do. Thanks, guys. I didn't think of that one.
Frank T, Alfa Romeo, what are your favorite places to stay in Pattaya for 2 to 3 months? Well, he always
Soy Bacau.
yeah, he's always down in Pattaya. He
Soy
knows
Bacau.
the area, doesn't have a scooter, just walks, and they know him there.
Yeah,
the
he knows all the shops, all the massage parlors. Yeah,
I think he's been doing that 9 years now, or
I know
6
it's
years?
a long time.
It's a long time. Yeah. Roger Carpenter, hello, Brooke, Darlene, and Cooper. Hope Darlene is feeling better. I want to move to Thailand. Just nervous about it.
Yeah, I can understand being nervous.
Yeah, fear of the unknown.
Yeah, it's fear of the unknown. You come into a country you don't know. But then that's why we created this YouTube channel and the Facebook group, is so that you wouldn't have to be nervous. You'd have friends on day one.
Yeah.
And that's what we wanted to do. And that's why we created it. Didn't see anybody else out there doing it. Thought, why not? Let's make a go of it, see what happens. 14 months later, we're at 17,000 subscribers on the channel, almost 18,000 now. Done really, really well.
Roger, just get with a group. Come to the Route 66 breakfast, you'll meet new people. Come to the meet and greets every month, you'll meet new people. If you hang out at Dussa Grand Park too, you're going to meet new people, with similar interests as you. Yeah, and that's it. So just don't be a hermit, stay in your room. Just get out and socialize, make new friends, and there's always something to do.
Yeah.
You'll
because every meet and greet we have, people are swapping numbers.
Yep.
Swapping numbers, making arrangements, meeting up with people that live in their buildings, that live in their area.
You got golfers here, chess clubs, badminton clubs, ping pong clubs.
Everybody's talking to each other and having a great time.
Yeah. You got bikers that go biking every, 3 times a week. You got Pilates people, you got yoga people, you got everything.
Yeah.
Roger, didn't you list 10 things you need to do to move to Pattaya?
I sure did, Roger. I made a YouTube video about it. It was one of my walk and talks on the beach. 10 things to do before you retire in Thailand. Go check it out. It was I listed everything that you should do prior to coming out here.
Yeah. The more prepared you are, the easier it is. Willem Vanderbeek, counting down 177 days till I'm back in the land of smiles, September 1st. I'm already excited when I think about it. Yeah.
I remember those days, Willie, when I was in your shoes. Yes.
Al, hey, has anyone else tried to go to the SSA website and found it to be offline?
Social Security? No, I haven't had any problems with that recently.
Probably due to the Doge cutbacks, but
who knows?
R says, hey, Brooke, a bad car salesman does not count as a bad customer service experience. Well, now, sometimes I'll beg to differ,
I didn't have that problem. That's why I'm laughing.
Now, there's salesmen and there's order takers, okay? That girl was more of an order taker.
Now, a smart customer would have checked the bike over before they left the lot.
Oh, this screw was underneath.
Yeah, you didn't adjust the mirror when you got on?
Yeah, that
to
was
make
fine.
sure that it was lined up for your field of vision?
It was perfect. Yeah, I got on that bike. Oh, yeah, this is great. Everything's done,
So you and the bike got something in common then?
Yep, we got a lot in common.
Yeah, you both got a loose screw.
Oh, okay. Wasn't that? I can hear them laughing. JJ Coop, credit card company will open a case for you. Yes, just have all your documents ready and send them a copy of the airline's refund. Now, there's a good
Yeah.
tip. Send them a copy of the airlines, and then their work's done. Good chance you will get the money back right away, I would think.
Yeah, because on the e-ticket that they send you, they have the terms and conditions at the bottom of the email.
Okay.
And I read through the terms and conditions, and it said full refund can be given for event of death,
Yeah.
family emergency. They list a bunch of
JJ's
reasons.
got a good point. Copy that and
Yeah.
send that document to, so they don't have to do the work. You
Yeah.
did it for them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then explain that in your email. And boy, I think you're going to get it.
Yeah.
Roger Carpenter, the problem with American customer service is that the service isn't even in America.
A lot of them is a call center in a foreign country.
Out, yeah. At Roger Carpenter, no, that's not the problem. It's just because it's America and the people do not set the policy and the systems of a company.
Yeah. And Al sends us a $2 super chat and says, "Hi, has anyone else found SSA website offline? Let us know if anybody watching on the live stream from the US has had any problems for Al. He's struggling to get on there.
That's a Social Security Administration.
Yes,
so it's American based, obviously. Yeah. Jay Easy, great comment, Brooke. Oh, Doug Paris, Doge might be in Social Security office today, cutting.
I don't know.
Who knows? Jay Easy, great comment, Brooke. It's so easy to have a great life in Thailand. Sabai, sabai.
Yeah.
Well, it is such a great opportunity. Just take advantage of it.
Exactly.
Fear of the unknown is quite common. Everyone has it before they get here. The more research you do prior to coming, the better off you'll be. I don't want my head getting too big. Let me back up here. And but coming here, even if it's initially for, Scotty came for a week and he had all his checklist done. He knew after a week he was coming back. Some people take 2 weeks, maybe a month even, and then you'll know that it's a good spot for you. And again, 99.9% of the people will love it here.
Yeah.
Odd, very, very odd situation. Maybe it doesn't work, but that's 1 in 1,000, maybe.
124 people watching the live stream, 60 likes so far.
Ooh,
let's try and get that up to 100, please.
Yeah, let's
less
go.
than half.
Make Darlene
putting
smile.
a thumbs up. Please give a thumbs up. It's free. It doesn't cost a penny. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button because that's free too. And if you don't like the channel for whatever reason, hit the unsubscribe later. It doesn't cost you anything. So what are you waiting for? And get your comments in and we'll answer them live for you on the stream.
VentureCast. Yes, some of my family always throw shade on me for going to Thailand. They think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
They ain't never been here. It's like people thinking Bitcoin.
It's the fear of the unknown, Brooke.
Yeah, people think Bitcoin's a scam.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've never even researched it. Well, people that think Thailand's not good or why have never been here. If they did, they'd know why you'd come here.
See, I got a lot of problem from my family when I told them. And I found out later on in years what it was. Is they were like, oh, well, what don't you like about America? It was like I was turning my back on my country and my people. And I wasn't. I just wanted a better life for me. I didn't want to stress out from paycheck to paycheck and wonder how I want to make ends meet. What do I cut out this month and don't pay and I pay the following month? I didn't want to live in that anymore. So I made the decision for me and Darlene. Now's the time, that we have to make big life choices. And one of those life choices was going somewhere that we can afford to live. We're not going to be stressed out. We're not going to be arguing every day because we don't have money for this or money for that, and that we would have a decent lifestyle. And for me, that choice was, I thought it was Philippines. But after 18 months there, I decided, no, it's Thailand.
Philippines was my first place.
Yeah.
And obviously, because it's all new, it's Asia, I'm happy there. Oh, well, I guess this is what life's all about. And you said about Thailand. Oh, we got to go to, why would you want to go to Thailand? Oh, that's different yet. They don't speak English there. And what about the food? Oh, no, it's okay, Brooke. We get here, and I know within like less than 2 weeks. Oh yeah, this is better.
Uh-huh.
This is better. Things work here.
I know.
Yeah.
You said that to me on the second day. Coop, the internet works.
Yeah.
Everything works here. There's no queuing at the banks. I'm in and
Oh.
out in 10 minutes, and it's just super fantastic compared to the Philippines.
Oh yeah.
And the
Yeah.
accommodation is a big
Oh.
difference.
For the
Remember your
same-
condo you had in the Philippines?
Oh yeah, it was like a 1-star condo, if that, with a window
Half
air.
star would have gave
Yeah,
it.
half star. Exactly. That's better. With a window air con that couldn't keep up with the heat. Couldn't keep up. And you know that feeling.
Yeah.
And you get here and it's the same price for accommodations that are 5-star.
I think
with
you
split
had
air cons.
What did you have? Three fans for your condo in the
Phil-
Philippines?
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
the
you had
aircon
to-
plus 3 fans.
Oh, well, you had to, or you would, die.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's why I was over at your place all the time.
because I had the big
You had good
aircons.
aircon.
I
Oh,
the
you
big
had good
aircons,
aircon.
Yeah, in my place.
Doug Paris, Social Security is offline.
Okay, so it's offline today.
Al, thanks, Paris. Alfa Romeo, I fly the Star Alliance network. Okay, on
yeah.
2 different occasions, Air Canada gave me a voucher for $1,000 and $300 for a rough landing.
Wow.
Remember that plane that flipped over?
Yeah.
I think that was the rough landing.
Okay.
And my lie flat seat had a glitch, so I couldn't lie flat. 3 years to use the vouchers.
That's customer
enough time.
service.
Yeah, that's good. Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Alpha.
And I believe that Thai Airways is part of Star Alliance as well.
Oh, well, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Willem Vanderbeek. 2 weeks ago, crypto exchange Bybit got hacked. Yes, they did. Worth of $1.5 billion. Yep. Keep your BTC on a gold storage or ledger. I don't think anybody lost their coins. I think Bybit made up everybody's.
Yeah, they've reimbursed them.
Yeah, and it could have been Bybit's own bags that got hacked.
It was because they sent it to the wrong address.
Yeah, but I think
it was their own administration fault.
Yeah, I've never heard a customer that's been, lost anything on that. Alfa Romeo, did I mention I love to travel to Thailand in low season, rainy season, high season, any season?
My favorite is any season, as long as he's in Thailand.
Oh, man. Can't wait to retire. White Lime, I come to Thailand for 6 months a year. Well, there you go. What I save on 1 pack of cigarettes each day pays for half my rent.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Cigarettes here are about $3 a pack. For cigarettes, Australia, they're $72 a pack now.
Yeah. Canada, I think they got to be up to $20, probably, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Well, they must be, because it's about that in America now.
Yeah. Oh, bingo.
Yeah.
JD Shemp, Tool Time.
That was the name of the TV show.
Yeah, with the neighbor.
With the guy over the fence. Yeah. Hello, neighbor. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you, JD. Yeah.
Doug Paris, T-Mobile will charge 25 cents a minute if you use Wi-Fi calling. It's free, correct?
Yeah.
What's Duke doing these days? I'm the home improvements Wilson of Wahin.
That's it. You see,
Wilson.
That was the comedy show that he had. Was the comedian was Home Improvement was the name of the show. Yeah. And the neighbor's name was Wilson. Yes. Wow, we got good memories, don't we?
Brian Crowley. Hi guys, great show. When do rental prices start to go down in Jumpkin area? Brian Crowley,
1st of May.
Coral, Florida.
1st of May, Brian.
Yeah,
Once
that's
you
low
hit
season.
the 1st May, that's it. The prices drop down.
Yeah.
And that's when you get the fantastic deals.
Fantastic deals. Cash talks turkey. If you can commit to a year, you're going to get a great deal.
And that's when you want to commit to a year's contract in the low season. So that way, when your contract expires, it's in the low season.
Also expiring in low season, which you and I both have.
Yes. Yeah. Both expiring at low season. So that way, if we wanted to move, we can get a fantastic deal.
Yeah.
And it entices them to keep you on the same arrangements. If you choose to stay on for a 2nd year or 3rd year.
I'm going to renew here. I like the 2-bedroom. And
ditto.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think I worked them down on price a bit. So good. Alfa Romeo, Coop, call your credit card, MasterCard, and have them reverse the charges. Sooner the better.
Yeah, I'll do that Monday for sure. Thank you
right
guys for the heads up.
Doug Paris, any airline, once it lands in a country of destination, you have to go through customs with your bags, regardless of what class you fly.
Yeah. You do normally have to, when you're changing planes, you do always have to go through the scanners and stuff in the terminal, because you're coming in on arrival part of the terminal, and you got to go through the departure. But for customs with your bags, when I landed
even the
in
pilots got to
Bangkok,
go through customs.
when I landed in Bangkok, yes, I had to go through customs and passport control. and then go into the domestic side of the airport. But I can remember one time, and I can only remember ever doing this once, where I flew Thai Airways, and they said, "Not a problem, we'll take care of your bag, sir."
Mm.
But that was probably about 20 years ago.
Okay.
That was one time I can remember they did that. And that was the last time I went to Udon. It was a long, long time ago.
That's when
Yeah.
you could still smoke on the planes, wasn't it?
I think they stopped the smoking on the planes about 1990.
Oh,
No,
was that
maybe it
recent?
was. I gotta think. Yeah, it was about 1990. I think is when the FAA banned smoking on airlines.
Blakester Drums got into crypto after watching the channel. Okay, thought it was going to the moon after Trump got in. Unfortunately, it's been the latest SpaceX flight.
That crashed. Yeah.
You got in the wrong one, Blakester.
Nope. Just hold, and
Well,
hold.
get into Bitcoin.
Yeah,
Forget
we got a
the
lot of news to go
XRPs
over on
and,
Monday about that, Blakester. So come on, tune
Yeah.
into the channel on Monday.
Up from mail. The little food munchkin says hello to everyone. Talking about Tin.
Yeah.
She's already asked me when our next vacation is. Oh my Buddha.
Laughing out loud. Yes.
Yeah.
And give our love to Pin for us, Romeo.
Tony Montana. Hi, Cooper. Most credit card companies will fix your problem.
I'm hoping so, yeah.
Doug Paris. Eggs at $5.97 at Walmart. Oh, they're on
$6.
sale.
$6.
Wow. There's your
But
cheap
only
eggs.
$2 here for a dozen.
He's talking American too.
Yeah. So 30% the cost that it is in the US.
Like anybody from Canada that knows what the egg price, let me know.
No.
Our flight security policy is not set by the airline. It's country and or airport specific.
Yeah,
I believe
that is true. Because you got to go through the airport's protocol for
Makes
security
sense.
checks. Yeah.
Alfa Romeo at Phil T. I've flown with Thai Airlines many, many times. Never had any problems transferring my bags. Okay, good to know.
No.
W, I just heard a piece of your flight experience. As someone who is very familiar with that airline's non-reversal travel, it may be that your ticket was bumped for an employee or retiree. I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't.
No.
No. And they just don't want to give us a refund.
David Cash. Must know Johnny Cash. Moving in April. Can't wait to get there. Wahin or Jomtien? I like Jomtien,
come to both.
guys. Yeah.
Come to both. Check them out. They're both great places, both on the coast. Jomtien is exactly the same distance away from Bangkok as Wahin is. 2 hours.
I would say come to Jomtien first and use this as your jumping board. And you can visit Wahin, spend a week there to see what you think of it. You can always go later on, but chances are most people, I would say out of 10, probably 7 or 8 like Jomtien area better.
Yeah.
You know, there's always going to be 10% or 20 that might go to Wahin and stay. But W, more employees and retirees list non-reverse travel on long-haul flights for the comfort, even though they pay a nominal fee. Figure $100. He's talking about non-refunds, maybe. Figure $100 depending on their seniority or retiree grade. What's he referring to there?
Well, I wouldn't mind if they took a fee from it. You know, handling fee or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
For giving me a refund.
Yeah.
I would be perfectly okay with that.
Sure.
You know, because they have to cover their costs, of course.
Better than a voucher.
But it would be better than what I got, a voucher that
For 5 months.
expires in August. And that's what the voucher says. Valid only till August.
Rain Nathan, hello again. Good to see you both.
And you too, Nathan. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
All right, I now have an idea to make a lot of money. I will make a cartoon and call it Coop and Brooke. The looks you give each other are classic. Pure bro love.
And wait till we get you on the live stream over here with us. We'll give you the same looks.
We'll see who's laughing then. Okay.
Yeah. Once you get over here, buddy, you're coming on one of the live streams with us. And Darlene suggested before the live stream, babe, would you like me to put a link in the chat so anybody can click it and join your live stream with you, and they can be on the camera with you? And then you could have 3 people on the panel, or 4 people, or 5 people. And I was like, I don't know. We might end up with a bad person that's a bot, decides to moon everybody on the camera. And next thing you know, YouTube takes down my channel, you know, for gross indecency or something. So I'm not sure that's a good idea.
David Lowe, 2 months I was in Pattaya, got retirement visa, made so many new friends, the condo, coffee shop, VFW, American Legion, CTA meetups, and the gym have lots of expats to chat with.
Yeah,
Got her. Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
This is like a little America
Yeah.
for me.
Yep.
It feels very Americanized here in Pattaya and Jomtien.
The gym I go to every day it's big
Yeah.
and it's busy. And I would say 90% are expats. Yeah, there's the odd Thai in there, muscle builder, there's several Thai girls, okay, and they're probably got Thai boyfriends in there.
Yeah, they're working out
they got
together.
some lookers, yeah, and then there's some, husband wives that come there. But it's funny, like, they're friendly. They're friendly people, so you're both there for the same reason, work out. So
yeah, great atmosphere here.
Yeah,
David.
lots to do.
Great atmosphere, great people.
Alchemist, it will be hilarious when Doge screws up the Social Security.
Don't say that.
Maybe stop payments because he feels like it.
I hope they don't. Leave my disability pension alone, please.
They'll be doing that. I think, obviously, there's I mean, when you hear the stuff they're cutting and where they were giving money, even as a Canadian, makes my head spin. But I'll tell you what, it makes me think, shit, we need that Doge up in Canada. If it's happening in the States, sure as shit it'll be happening with Trudeau, that idiot. Jeffster, all the 115 yos on Social Security, no doubt.
Yeah, okay.
J.E. Washington, gentlemen, you never fail to inform and entertain on these live streams. Thanks for all you do, and the community will continue to grow.
And thank you for that, J.E. Much appreciated, brother. And like I said, I'm looking forward to when you finally get out here. I do like going out on my motorbike, and the more the merrier.
Yep.
We do have a good group of people on scooters out here, and we always have a blast.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Have you guys hit the like button? Because Darlene needs a smile.
Yeah, my wife is still feeling a little. I'll do a refresh on the boob tube. My wife is still feeling a little bit under the weather. She's got the flu right now. 76 likes out of 118.
Well, we're slowly getting there.
Getting there. We need another 24.
Yeah.
So if you haven't done it yet, hit the thumbs up and make Darlene smile.
Doesn't cost a penny.
She's my wife and channel moderator.
Ernest Jones, Coop, I just logged into the Social Security site from my iPhone and there were no problems.
Okay.
Maybe it's back open.
Maybe it's back up. Maybe it was just down for.
Well, I'll tell you something funny. Like when I try to get on the like a government website from here, and sometimes even my bank, I got to put that VPN to Canada.
Yes, I have noticed that a couple of times.
And I'm well, why can't I log in? What do you mean? Is
prime
example? Oh, the VPN's not on.
I had to make an appointment with the American Embassy in Bangkok. I could not do it for love or money from my laptop or my cell phone. Went to our agent that we dealt with for Darlene's visas, and they said, "Oh, because you have to use a VPN."
Oh yeah, there you go.
And I was like, I didn't even think about that, turning my VPN on to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I only turned it on when I'm doing my banking. The rest of the time, I don't turn on my VPN.
Yeah. No, I and as soon as I turned that VPN on, I got right through to the government website.
Yeah.
Interesting. So they must have it. They think you're scamming or hacking or something. I think Americans really think America is the best country. I have known the truth on that for decades, and I always laugh.
Yeah, it is not the best country by far.
Well,
I got to say it. I
think it used to be at one time.
It used to be. Yeah. Back in the 70s, back in the good old days, life was fantastic.
Well, in Canada, used to be pretty good, but then that's gone.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the Western world has changed for the worst, I'm afraid.
Yeah, and
that's why so many people want to go to the East.
In the average person, it's the governments that have done it. I don't know whether
taxation.
Well, yeah. They think that they know how to spend your money better than you. El Romeo at Frank T. 1, Brooks Place. 2, Central Pattaya for conveniences. He's talking about where he likes to stay.
Brooks Place.
Yeah. if Romeo comes for 3 days or a week, you know where he stays. If it's a month, he's going to Central Pattaya.
Yeah.
He knows that area. He gets his massages done there. They know him by first name. He's got his salad guy there that has a special bowl just for Romeo. And every year he shows up, he's still got the bowl. You know what I mean? So, yeah, he knows it. Willie Gilligan, hey, social service website is working logged into my account from Florida. So there's a few now.
So there
getting
you
in.
go, Al. We have a great group on here on our live streams and on our Facebook group. We do try and help each other out, which is fantastic. I really love that we're able to do that. You know, that people will check for you and see if it's working on their end. So thank you all for helping Al out. Much appreciated. And he says, thanks, Jones, and thanks, Gilligan.
Marie Nathan, America is great only in the 70s.
I loved it in the 70s. I loved America in the 70s. I don't love it anymore. I love my country. I love my, you know, my American people. You know, I just don't like, you know, how violent it's become. I think gun violence is through the roof now in America. I feel for the school children that have been shot, you know, by gun violence, and you hear about it all the time. You really do. And here in Thailand, somebody cuts you up on the road. In England, you'd get out your vehicle and you'd want to fight them with your fists. In America, you'd want to shoot them. Do you know what you do in Thailand? Well done, buddy. I'll follow you. They don't even honk their horn. If you cut somebody up over here in Thailand, they don't even honk their horn. It's considered to be rude to honk your horn here in Thailand.
Where's Malcolm?
Yeah.
Beep, beep.
Yeah, thank you.
Cooking with Nina. Sorry. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Nina, and thank you for coming on and joining us on the live stream.
Jeff, sir, my patents built house and custom pool in the 70s. Magical time, my parents.
Parents, yeah.
Okay.
It was a magical time. My grandfather built his own house and swimming pool in Tucson, Arizona. It's when I got bit by a rattlesnake, and I still have the scar on my hand to this day where I got bit by a rattlesnake. He was putting big boulders around the pool, and so it was my grandfather, me, and my dad. And I was picking up the big boulders, passing it to my dad. We had like a chain, and he was passing it to my grandfather. And I picked up this boulder, and right underneath was a rattlesnake, and it bit me in the hand. My dad and my grandfather took me to the poison center, and they put this sponge on there with all these needles, sucked out the poison. And I'll never forget it. I was 7 years old, Brooke, and I'll never forget it to this day. Why didn't I forget it? Not because of the snake. It's because on the trip back, my grandfather said, Junior, for being a man and not crying, you didn't shed one tear. You were very brave. Here you go, have this beer on me. And he gave me a Budweiser. And I drank it in the pickup truck on the way home. My dad says, you go in the bathroom when you brush your teeth. Do not let your mom smell your breath.
Here, I thought it was going to be an ice cream cone.
I had a beer.
Bar.
He gave me a beer. Said, well done, Junior.
He's a man.
You're a man. You didn't cry. You didn't shed a tear.
Phil L., the Social Security website only works Monday through Friday during normal business hours. Okay.
Yeah, and it's Saturday now.
Yeah. It's kind of like the same with our, I mean, I think I can still check government stuff, but you want to talk to anybody, forget it.
Monday to Friday, yeah.
Danny Hall, Danny Vega. Hey, Cooper, I sent Sean an email about me arriving in April and said I'm looking for a short-time condo till I find a long-time condo.
Don't think he's going to be able to help you out, Daniel. Yeah. He does have one that he owns, and we filmed it, and it'll be on the channel at the end of next week. And that one is a studio. It's a very nice studio. And at Wongamat, right across the street from the beach. So you're literally a 3-minute walk to the beach from there. Yeah. Very nice area. And because he owns it himself, he can do short-term rental. But the ones that he's representing, the customers, it's minimum 1 year.
Again, guys, I think, you know, rent a hotel for 2-3 days, get boots on the ground, knock on doors. I mean, I wouldn't personally want to rent something I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Physically, boots on the ground. I mean, it could be mold infested. Who knows? There's scammers even out there. So be careful. That's all. Yeah. You better boots on the ground, look around. You'll find stuff. Cooking with Nina. Hey, Cooper, can you share any information for a legitimate realtor over there?
There's several legitimate realtors here.
Alan Bolton is
the biggest.
Yeah.
They are the biggest realtor in all of Pattaya. They're the largest one. Fazwaz is another big one out here.
Okay.
They have a huge website database, Fazwaz. but a lot of theirs tends to be outdated. They don't update it regularly, which is one of the things that sort of ticked us off
Sure.
when we were looking, that they weren't up to date. And we'd look on the website, be like, oh, we picked 3 or 4 that we liked, and we go in there, oh, they're already rented. Here, we'll show you this place that you don't like. So that was only downside to them. But Alan Bolton, we found them to be very good.
Big,
Yeah.
good office. You could tell it was well run.
Mm.
A lot of people spoke good English, very good English. Not a
All
problem.
of them spoke good
They had
English.
lots for sale, but
Yeah.
again, they weren't interested in any short term. If you weren't looking for a year,
Yeah.
they really didn't. That wasn't their cup of tea. Let's say.
Mm.
So now, Nina, I would say if you're looking to buy, come here and rent for the first year.
Yes.
I wouldn't buy anything without being here, boots on the ground for a year, learn the areas, learn the ins and outs. Yeah. Anyways, that's what I do. Jeffster, I talked to Joe on Friday. He was very encouraging regarding finding 2 bedrooms. Thanks for the tip.
And you're very welcome.
Yeah, I'm in a 2-bedroom and I love it. You're in a 2-bedroom coop. You love it. So, they're good here.
Mm.
Ray Nathan, 1994, stopped smoking in flight.
It was in the 90s. I knew it was in the
I thought
90s.
it was in the 70s, for Christ's sake.
I can remember I went on a Delta airline flight from, where was I flying from? Los Angeles to London with Delta Airlines. And you could smoke on there only, I think it was like the last 5 rows or something. You could smoke. And they had the little ashtrays in the armrest.
Yeah, in the armrest.
And I that was back in the early 90s. And I think that, I want to say they came over the Tannoy and they said, this is the last flight for smoking.
Wow, there you were on it.
And that was on, I guess, somewhere around 92, 94.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember the exact year, but it would have been around that time frame.
British Knight, good evening, Jen, Darlene, and the chat. I hope everyone is doing good. Yes, I'm just loving this weather. It's so cheap to eat fresh food here. Have you seen the price of fish and seafood in the West? Yeesh.
Yes.
And you're fresh here, guys.
Yeah, and thank you, British Knight. We met you last Monday in person at the Route 66. You come over and said hello to us.
Okay, good.
So and joined us for breakfast.
Oh yeah. He didn't sit down. He was just,
so thank you for that, British Knight.
Yeah.
You did tell me your first name, but I forgot already.
Yeah.
Was it Chester or something?
Don't ask me.
What was his first name?
Don't know.
I forgot. But sorry, buddy.
Willem Vanderbeek, the people who think that going to Thailand is a bad idea have never been there. Correct.
Yes.
When I went to Thailand for the first time 8 years ago, I got hooked.
And I did.
Yeah.
I came here just before the millennium, over 25 years ago. And I remember saying then, when I retire, this is where I'm coming. I want to retire in Thailand. And I made it happen 25 years later.
Yep.
Well, 23
I
years
wish I
later.
had
We've
known
been here
about
2 years now.
Thailand, 30 years, 40 years ago. Tony Montana, I will definitely be wearing my CTA t-shirt.
Laughing out loud. Thank you, Tony.
I have been flying since 1985. I have not ever seen anyone smoke. Yeah, I thought it was before 90s.
No, it was in the 90s. It was
I'm
definitely
not
in the
arguing with
90s.
you.
I remember. Yeah.
I think you're wrong.
Yeah.
JD
It was
Shemp.
only on international flights.
Oh, okay.
Domestic flights were banned earlier than that. But international flights, I believe, were allowed till 92 or 94, somewhere in that time
Here
frame.
we go. The FAA banned smoking on domestic flights under 2 hours.
There we go.
1988.
Yeah.
And on all domestic and international flights in 2000. Okay, well, that's
2000.
Yeah. Not that far.
It was
24, 25 years.
from the U.S.
Seems like a lot longer. Phil L., not to worry about Bitcoin. It will increase again. Oh, yeah, I would not worry at all. Nobody has ever lost money holding Bitcoin for 4 years. Now, there's a man who knows his history.
Very true, that.
Correctamundo. And that'll still maintain to this day, in my opinion. So anybody buying Bitcoin, especially now that it's on sale, hold it 4 years. You'll be quite happy. Do they still have the ferry between Pattaya and Hua Hin?
Nope, COVID killed it.
COVID killed it.
Yeah, the company that was leasing the ferries went bankrupt when COVID hit and everybody was on lockdown.
Okay.
So it's no longer running, and it hasn't been since pre-COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cooking with Nina. Any good realtor?
Yeah, Alan Bolton, the biggest.
Check out
here.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
W. Hi. Sorry, non-rev refers to non-revenue travel for the airline. for employees and retirees.
Ah, okay. Thank you for the clarification there, W. Much appreciated.
Phil T, I must say that I have only had positive experiences with Thai Airways. Same here.
Yeah,
Very helpful staff.
they
Yes.
are a very good airline, Thai
Well,
Airways.
You know what I noticed?
What's that, bud?
They have a wider seat. It's about an inch
little
wider.
bit, yes.
Yep.
I've noticed that.
You know, when you're talking 8 or 10 hour flights, believe it or not, that makes a difference.
It does make a difference, yeah.
Wouldn't seem to be, but Jeffster used to be high-speed ferry catamaran to his job. No more. Maybe a slow one, not sure. Ask Rock. Yeah.
Yeah. The Wahin to Pattaya ferry stopped at COVID, killed the project.
A lot of things COVID killed. Jeffster, Wahin, not his job. Doug Paris, SSA, is back up and running in South Carolina.
Okay, thank you for that, Doug.
W Secrets to Success. USA is the best place to make money, but not for standard of living or quality of life. He's got a good point there, you know.
You can make a damn good living in the States.
Yeah, but you need it to afford.
You need it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's it's got one of the highest minimum wages on the planet.
You live in California, you need more than a damn good living.
Yeah, you need a lot more than $20 an hour, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But no, for retirement, you're going to take a hit to your salary.
Yeah.
And that's when the hurt really comes in. And that's why a lot of people want to escape the West, because the amount that they're getting in their retirement ain't enough to sustain them to the type of life and style they had while they were fully employed.
There's people here on only Social Security,
Yes.
and they're living the dream.
They are living
and
the
they'll
dream.
tell you right up front they wouldn't be able to, they'd be homeless in the West if that's all they had to live on.
Yeah.
Either that or they wouldn't be eating. I mean, but here you live like a king on Social Security.
Oh, heck yeah.
$1,500 a month, you'll live like
oh yeah, you do. You definitely live like
you can do it on less. You can do it on 1,000 American. You're not gonna eating out much or drinking much. But
yeah.
Okay, Al,
$2.
Thank you very much, Cooper. You guys are the best.
And thank you, Al. Much appreciated, brother.
Big Al. I will defend my country. I do not love it, and I know how bad it really sounds, and I'm not proud to say it.
Yeah, and I did. I went to war for my country. I went to Iraq. I went to Afghanistan because I love my country.
Thank you for your service protecting Canada.
I do. I just don't like what it's become. I guess I could say I love it, but I don't like it. Can I say that, guys?
I still love Canada, but
I love America, but I don't like it anymore. It's not the way I remember.
I'm happy to pay my taxes in Canada.
Yeah.
Other than that, I wouldn't want to live there. Terry Fawn, Brooke, eggs $4 a dozen in Bancroft. Well, that's $4 Canadian, so that ain't bad. That's like three US. Coop, have a great time on your cruise with Darlene.
And thank you, Terry. Much appreciated.
I read like Canada is a big egg exporter to the US.
Is it?
Yeah, well, that'll be putting an end to that soon.
Those tariffs, I don't know.
Mike, hi guys. Proud American vet. Will still love my country, but it's so toxic and divided, but would also defend it in a heartbeat.
I would.
That's the average American.
That is my attitude right there, Mike. You summed it up. You found the words I couldn't find. If America went to war tomorrow, I would
You'd see the whole country unite.
I would re-enlist in a heartbeat without even thinking
about it.
Oh, you'd
be too old.
I'd still do it. I'd try. I'd try to re-enlist. I would. But yeah, I love America, and I would fight for it. But do I like America anymore? No.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Our American gun culture confuses me. People have military-grade weapons, suppressors, high-capacity mags, and will claim it's for self-defense.
And we don't need that.
Okay.
I cannot see a need for semi-automatic weapons in the U.S. I really can't. A revolver with 6 rounds is more than enough to stop anybody, that's breaking into your home. 357, I don't care where you shoot them, they're going down. If you shoot them in a hand, they're going down because it'll likely take their whole hand off.
Watch out for those Canadians.
So I don't agree with, I think gun control's gone completely wild. Don't get me wrong, I do like my high-powered rifles, I do like a 30-06. I love shooting long range to keep up my skills. I love AR-15s, but I don't think we need them. I think they should be kept only in a gun club. And those that want to fire semi-automatic or fully automatic should be licensed through a gun club, and the gun club keeps them. You don't need something like that for home protection.
You ever think of running for like government?
I wouldn't want to do it.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't want to do it. Because right now on my YouTube channel, I'm liked. If I ran for government, half my channel would hate
nobody
me.
would like
Because I'd have to go with one party or the other, and whatever
yeah.
one I went with, the other half would hate me.
You'd be like the Russians, speaking out of both sides of your mouth.
So no, I would never want to run.
Everybody.
I don't want to run for government ever.
Cooking with Nina. Thank you, sir.
And you're very welcome, Nina.
Cooking with Nina. Okay, thank you.
Very welcome. No problem.
We'll be there in August.
Look forward to it. Can't wait to meet you both.
August meet and greet.
Yeah.
For all the people who are worried about the SSA website, I'm a vet. The vet website for health care gets glitchy probably every 2 to 3 months. It's normal. People, the zombies apocalypse is not here yet.
Yeah. So it's going through a little glitch.
Well,
but some people seem to get on. Yeah.
An interesting thing I heard, and it's good in my opinion that Elon's in there, because if it's true, and I suspect it is, that a lot of those records were kept in a mountain, underground, and it was all paper.
Yeah.
Like, hello, how far out of the 20th century are you? Where you're doing all those...
think of the Philippines. Everything's on paper.
Well, that's different, but
they don't have anything on.
They're 30 years behind.
I know. It was a big wake-up call in the Philippines. You go to the banking, the whole wall behind all the counters was nothing but cupboards, floor to ceiling of records. Yeah. Everybody's bank records was all on paper.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing
I couldn't believe it. I really, really couldn't. Yeah.
No, I think with Elon, if anything, he's got robots building vehicles. I mean, you talk about high tech. He'll get things analyzed and fixed. James Yount, I love living in the USA. Okay, good for you. Thailand might be a nice place to visit, but there's no place like home. And for me, there's no place better than coastal North Carolina. He's in a nice area.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got to give it to him. North Carolina is a very nice state.
Yeah. I don't know if you've been here, James, to check it out, but there's reasons you might come here. For me, it was find that last love. For you, it was, more of a financial decision. Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
I do miss things about home. What do I miss? I miss my family.
Well, sure.
I miss my friends.
Same here.
But I don't miss the cost of living.
Nope. Yeah. And just the general atmosphere. People seem to be on edge back in Canada.
It's a lot of stress.
A lot of stress. I mean, you'd hang with your friends at coffee and you'd be laughing and carrying on. But then when you left those friends, you go to the supermarket, everybody's miserable. You walk down the street, everybody, there's no friendly people, smiles. You come here and it's totally opposite.
Yeah.
You soon realize, holy shit, these people are happy.
It's like America back in the 70s. Yeah. I swear it really is.
Roger Carpenter, 2010, I was sitting in a bar in Bangkok. A guy told me to buy Bitcoin. What a mistake I made. I didn't listen to him.
Yeah.
2010, you probably would have paid less than
about a cent. One penny.
Who knows? Less than $1 probably. Alfa Romeo, I flew from Europe to Atlanta for the 96 Olympics. Wowzer. And they allowed smoking on the international flight. They had the ashtray built into the arm seats.
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
Bingo.
And I got a shout out to give. 1 second, folks. And who's this one from? Peter Compal bought a coffee and says coming to live there in September. Wow, thanks, Peter, and look forward to meeting you in September. Thank you for the coffee, much appreciated.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo, Coop sent you a pic of horses crossing the major roadway in Hua Hin.
Only in Thailand.
And when you see the elephants cross the roadway and then stop and look at you and then come over and check out your vehicle,
make sure you got some bananas.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, they'll flip your car over.
What's Duke doing these days, Coop? But 2A is absolute.
That's the seat I got from my mom on the flight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Roger Lay, Marine vet here. I would not take anything from my time in the Marine Corps and would do it all again if I had the chance. Yep. You said it, Coop. I love my country, but I do not like it anymore.
And thank you for your service there, Roger. The best time I ever had in my life, and I mean the best time, was the time I spent in the Army.
Yeah.
I love being a soldier. I absolutely loved it. The camaraderie, second to none. The unit I was in, second to none. Every one of us were like best friends. We watched each other's backs like there was no tomorrow. We did everything as a unit, and we were all best friends. And it was fantastic. I miss those days. I wish I would have stayed in. In hindsight, do I have any regrets in life? Yes. I wish I would have stayed in and did 20 years. I didn't. I did my 5 years, and then I went on to become a defense contractor. Still work for the Army, but as a defense contractor for 20 years. But I miss wearing that uniform.
Yeah.
I miss the camaraderie. Being a defense contractor, totally different way of life. Everybody's out to stab each other in the back. As a defense contractor,
and you're making the big money.
You're making the big money, but you're looking over your shoulder every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Whereas being a soldier, you're not, because you know somebody else is looking over your shoulder for you.
Yeah.
Now, I miss those days.
Well, I
do.
Grew up in Canada, and we didn't really get involved in too much, situations. We were more of a peacekeeping nation, you might say. We'd send troops to peacekeeping after the trouble was over.
Yeah.
But I remember the first time visiting Florida, and I went to a movie. And the first thing, they had the usher come down, and the lights came on, and he asked all the vets to stand up, and they gave them like an ovation.
Wow.
Yeah, and that blew me away, because you'd never see that in Canada, ever. Never have since, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, this country's very patriotic, And then you drive around in Florida, your first trip, and you see all the American flags everywhere. You don't see that in Canada too much.
You don't see it in England either.
No.
It's actually offensive if you fly the British flag outside your home.
Jesus. Yeah. Anyways, a little difference. Cooking with Nina. I am a Jamaican chef that works on a ship. Do you think I will do good over there going into any kind of business? You got to be careful with working here.
Yeah. You could, but there's rules and regulations. I can introduce you to a couple people that have done, that own restaurants out here, like Gary, who owns Fraser's.
Right.
Really nice guy. I can take you over to the Wombat and Kiwi Bar, which is a bar and a restaurant. I can introduce you to the owner there. Again, very nice gentleman. And they can give you tips that I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've already treaded the road, and they know how to do everything. And no problem. I'll introduce you to both of them.
Being a Jamaican chef, Nina, you might be okay. And the employer would get you your work visa. It's typically how it would work here. So you'd obviously be employed, and that might be your in. Is you can't take a job from a Thai, but there wouldn't be any Thais that probably could cook a Jamaican menu like you could. So that's an option. Yeah. Blakester Drums. Other than the amount of money I can make at my job, it's gotten to a point where there is nothing about the U.S. I like anymore. Can't wait to retire and join you fellas.
And we look forward to it, Blakester, having you out here with us, buddy.
And the funny thing is, Blakester, and anyone else watching, the amount of money that most people, again, and I've said this before, are saving for a Western retirement. I got to have $1 million. I got to have $2 million. I got to have whatever, to live in retirement. Yeah, throw that out the window, guys. You can live here on $250,000 and still do fine every year. So every month.
You can live here a lot less than that. Yeah.
Well, I'm talking savings and not have to touch your savings. You can make enough dividends on that with things like Misty or selling calls on shares and decent stocks that, making a living.
124 people online and 93 likes.
Oh, we're only 7 away, Coop. Come on, hit that like button, folks.
Yeah, if you're watching, hit the like button. We got to wrap this up. We're coming up at 2 hours and 3 minutes here, folks.
Come on, Robert Pierpont. Anyways, I saw Nina. Thanks. Robert Pierpont. I live cheap in the Midwest, even cheaper than what I'd spend in time. Wow, that's hard to believe. I carry no debts, smart, and $1,000 per month gets me by just fine. I'd like to know where that is in the Midwest. Living on the coast too seems to be a very different story. Yeah, it would be, but
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to afford it.
Jesus, I'd like to
on
know in the
1,000 a
Midwest
month.
where you can live on 1,000 a month.
Yeah, that's damn cheap.
Now maybe his house is paid for, so he doesn't
He's
have
still
a-
got property taxes,
You'd think so, yeah, and it's got to be
home
cheap.
insurance,
And if he doesn't own his house, he's got to be
a
renting.
vehicle
I
insurance.
don't
How are
think
you living on 1,000
Yeah,
a month?
let us
and
know where that
food?
is, Robert. That seems
That'd
like a
be
little
very hard.
stretch, but I'm sure.
Not calling you a liar,
No,
Robert,
no,
by
no,
no
no.
means, but that would
I
be
think he's
very
got
hard.
it figured out. He's
Yeah.
probably living in a cheap spot.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got it very figured out if he can do that.
Brian
Well done to
Barbarich.
you.
Hello, Mr. Cooper, Mr. Brooke, Darlene, and Jackie. I love the new background setup. There
And
you
thank
go.
you, Brian, from Durban, South Africa.
That's Pattaya Beach, guys, so you know. And off to the right of my head up there is Kolarn Island.
Yeah.
And
the best beaches in the area were crystal
you
clear
go to
water.
How much was it for the ferry?
30 baht.
30 baht took you
$1.
Yeah, $1 takes you 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get there.
20 minutes on
20
the ferry.
minutes on the ferry, and then 20 minutes back.
Yeah. And
Spend
behind
the
my
day.
head, that hill that you can see with the trees, that is Pradamak Hill.
Pradamak Hill.
And just the other side of that hill is Jomtien, where we live.
Yeah, we live on the other side of that hill behind Cooper's big head.
Yeah.
Tim P, good morning to the CBDJ gang. I hope you folks are well. We are. I'm just waking up here in Edmonton. It's 8 a.m. Sorry I missed the stream. I'll watch it later.
No problem, Tim. And thank you for
Edmonton.
being a channel member.
Edmonton, Alberta. There's another place you get lots of snow.
Yeah.
Phil T, I love Australia, but I hate the politics in most areas of life here. Thailand, I felt at home. No worries and smiling faces everywhere.
And no politics.
Yeah, there's a lot
That's
of
the great
Aussies
thing about
here. And boy, when they tell me the prices, like I was talking to my granddaughter, who's still in school, $350 a week she has to pay for a room, and that's a room in a house. I mean, there's 3 or 4 or 5 paying this, and that's a week.
Yeah,
like that's not cheap for a student.
No, by all
Crazy.
means.
Blakester Drums, all those Tesla robots won't mean jack when people stop buying his cars, and it's already started. I'm a Tesla owner, but never again because of our South African president. Well, lucky
Keep
you don't live in
politics
South
off the
Africa,
channel,
man.
please, Blakester.
Yeah.
I really don't want to go in there because we welcome everybody on the channel, no matter what side of politics you are.
Oh, I do. People are going to buy his cars hand over fist when they're able to self-drive. Self-driving cars are coming.
Oh, I know they are.
In June.
Yeah, it's called the Jetsons.
Mark it down. It's actually a law in America that certain government documents need to be on paper for so many years.
That is true.
Jesus.
That is true. My military records are still on paper.
Yeah.
All my military records are still on paper.
Time to get with the times. Willie Gilligan. Untreated mental illness is the problem. Very few guns ever fire themselves. I'm in Florida. Here, everyone is polite because you never know who is packing.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, no,
you don't. And that's the shame. Here in Thailand, hardly anybody owns guns. It's hard to get a gun license in Thailand.
Yeah.
For one, you can only Thai citizens can own guns.
Yeah.
And then they have to have a reason for having the gun. It's not something that's straightforward. As soon as you become a citizen, you could go out and buy a Uzi or anything. You can't. It is a very strict policy over here for buying guns.
Well, I still remember, there's a video out there, a short or whatever, Instagram. The sheriff in Florida is at the podium, and he's talking about this home invasion, and basically what he's saying is, you can shoot the guy and you're not going to get charged. So, please don't worry about that.
For home intruder, you can.
Yeah. He's kind of recommending it.
Yeah. You can shoot anybody that breaks into your home in America. You have the right to shoot them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terry Fallon, Coop, we're planning a trip to North Carolina, but have changed our minds. U.S. seems pretty unsafe now for Canadians. That's a lot of hype, Terry. I wouldn't get too caught up in that. I think you're still welcome where you're going.
Come to Thailand.
Well, yeah, Thailand's obviously, in my opinion, better. But if it's closer for you, and hey, you got to do what you do. But I wouldn't worry too much about it. You're still welcome. Tim P. Between Trudeau and Trump's love affair with each other, he's making a joke there. We are all skating on thin ice here.
Yeah. I really don't want to get into politics.
Well, I think he's talking about Canada.
Yeah,
like Canada,
the tariffs.
Yeah, and Trudeau is an idiot. you know, yeah. Anyways, he's John at James Yount. I have lived in coastal North Carolina for 25 years, moving to Thailand in 2 months. Love North Carolina coast, but so happy my time is nearly up here. Yeah, there's different reasons people move here, and you know, like to me, I love the weather. It's year-round Florida weather.
Yeah, it is.
And I love Florida in the winter as well. And if I had known, guys, about this place when I was going to Florida for those 20 years, I would have been coming here and happier. You know, same weather for a third the price.
Yeah.
Yep. At Willie Gilligan R says, most people can be diagnosed with a mental illness and most people do not get it. I was in healthcare, so I'm not assuming. Okay.
Yeah. I get that too. I understand where you're coming from.
Doug Paris, everyone complains about Western society, but it's Western society that has allowed us all to live the life we are able to live. Yeah, we do have freedoms. At least we did growing up. I don't know how much there is still left of that, but the problem I saw in Canada, and you probably saw it in the States, is the government kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And if you go back to Reagan, and even before that, like Milton Friedman, the less government you have, the better off your quality of life is. You know, when the government starts to becoming, it's anytime the government grows, your liberties decrease, you know, and, you know, anytime your taxes go up, it's, you know, they're the worst of spending money, as we know with this Doge, these reports you hear. Crazy. You're awful quiet.
I miss the 70s, Brooke. I really do. The 70s were the best time for me in America. They were. It was the days of leaving your car unlocked, leaving your bicycle out in the front lawn and nobody would steal it, leaving your house door unlocked and nobody would come in. You know, knowing your neighbors, everybody by their first name. Everybody was friendly. Everybody had a better quality of life. I miss the 70s.
Can I let you in on a little secret?
What's that?
These are the best times of your life.
Right here in Thailand.
Right now,
you're
living
the
them.
70s, my childhood.
Well,
though.
you miss it. That's fine and dandy. But these are the best times of your life.
My retirement
and the next
in Thailand.
10 years will be the best times of your life. So enjoy them every day. Dandy, dandy. I'd miss the 20-year pension. Yeah, that's probably what you would miss.
Yeah.
If you did that. Like there's vets here that did their 20 years. And they're young.
Military.
Yeah, they're in their late 40s even, you know, and shit, they're living on a full pension. Not a worry in the world, really, you know.
Yeah.
As long as it keeps going, I guess. But Alfa Romeo at Tim P. Yep, crazy times and living on the edge, waiting to see the outcomes.
Yep.
Interesting times we live in. Mikey, that's great point, Doug. I'm guilty of trash in the West, but it did afford me a very nice retirement here.
And he knows he's here and retired, Mike. Now.
Yeah, that's like the same for all of us. We got our pensions.
All we want is just to have a happy life in the end.
Yeah.
You know, would live as best we can, stress-free.
Happy wife, happy life, Coop.
That's it.
You and I both know it. Cooking with Nina. Thank you for the info, guys.
And you're very welcome. Sure, I'll help you
Hit
when you get
that like
here.
button, guys. Make Darlene smile. Jeffrey Spivey. There he is. After talking to people about my Thailand adventure back in 23, I found out that most of them are afraid to leave the Matrix. I'm an Air Force vet, and I plan on retiring in Thailand really soon. Yep, you're going to love it, Jeff.
And thank you for your service, Jeffrey. Much appreciated.
Big Lee, there he is. Hello from Houston, Texas.
And hello, Lee. Thank you for coming on and joining us. We're about to wrap this up. So,
Willem Vanderbeek, thank you for another great live stream. Coop, Darlene, have a great cruise. Till next time.
And thank you, Willem. And we will see you when we get back. Our last live stream is on Monday morning. And then we will be back to it on the 1st of April.
Okay. Okay, we're going to sail through these. Robert Pierpont, my property tax is $110 a year on an acre and acre and house. And I said, I carry no debt. Okay, so of course my home and vehicle is paid for. I do not carry home insurance. Insurance is a scam. Got a lot of truth there.
Yeah.
What part of the Midwest are you in? Hunter Orion, joining late, so we'll have to catch up the video. Say hi to everyone in the Thailand crowd. We'll do.
And thank you, Hunter.
Yeah, Alfa Romeo. Coop and Darlene have a safe and great vacation. Coop, you take the house down. Oh, yeah, he's talking about your one-armed bandits. Robert Pierpont. I live rural, by the way, southern Indiana, but still only 8 miles to the closest Walmart. Property tax is cheap when you have no trash service and no fire department. And no snow removal in my area is very nice. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good to know.
Yeah.
Tim P. Safe travels, Scuba Darlene. Enjoy your trip and have a great time.
And thank you, Tim.
Alfa Romeo just received a notice that my property taxes are going up again. Okay, I love my country, but the taxes are absolutely crazy expensive. tax season just around the corner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's in a high rent
Don't miss
district.
that.
Brian Barberich, wish laws in South Africa would be the same as in the USA. Yeah, they're changing there.
Yeah.
Tim P, in the 70s, leaving money in the milk door and nobody stole it.
Yeah,
Correct.
remember you'd
Yep.
leave it in the milk bottle?
The milk
Nobody
bottle,
touched
yep.
it. Yeah,
Nope.
that's true.
Willie Gilligan, the 70s were very good to me. I wish I had my Tesla X back then. Yeah, that would have been nice. Philip Hunt, thanks, guys. Have a great cruise, Coop.
And thank you, Philip.
Julie Perkins, there are two places that politics should not be talked about, the dinner table and this channel.
And I couldn't agree more.
There you go.
I couldn't agree
Good
more with
point,
you, Julie.
Coop, don't do that anymore. Alfa Romeo, thanks again for a great live stream. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
And you too, Romeo.
R, sad to say, it's just a mass shooting in Toronto. It says just a mass. Wow, I didn't hear that. Maybe they're Glenda Blazin. Good morning from Melbourne, Florida.
And good morning to you, Glenda. That's it. We're at the final comment. Thank you all for coming on and joining us. 114 on the live stream. Did we hit the 100 likes for Darlene to smile? Let's just check it right now.
What are we at?
And
come on,
see, did we hit it?
Come on.
103.
Well
done,
guys.
guys.
Big guy.
Thank you all so much.
Darlene's smiling from ear to ear, guys.
Enjoy the videos while we're gone. Please leave your comments in the videos, as I will be reading them on the cruise ship. During my free time on the cruise ship, I would love to read your comments and answer them for you. And so thank you, everybody, for coming on the live stream. Thank you, R, and everybody else. Thank you for all the channel members. Much appreciated. And thank you for all of you that have come out here, retired in Thailand, and still watching our YouTube channel and participating. That is highly, highly appreciated. Bitcoin's still on sale, 86,300. So until next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all. Stay tuned.
Stay safe.